gosh, I thought for a second that I had started muted already. Oh my gosh, I thought for a second that I had started muted already.
Start.
Yes. I'm your nervous DM, Jen. And just so you know, one of the things I've been doing this whole month fundraiser is every time I talk with myself muted, that's an extra $1 for Black Lives Matter that I'm donating at the end. And the reason why I felt okay doing that was I knew I wasn't going to get any better about talking when I was muted. Like, this was not going to be aversive. This is going to feel good. So like, I'm probably going to talk while I'm muted a couple times. Call me out if you notice it. That's more money for Black Lives Matter. So we're going to, in a second, just go around and have everybody be able to say their name and their character. But let me do a couple of shout outs first. Shout out to everyone who's donated so far. In the 3 weeks that we've been doing this, out of 4, we've raised, as of last night, $2,205 total for Black Lives Matter and the Trevor Project. So that's amazing. Our original goal for the entire month was $400. So our minds are a little blown right now. Keep doing that. Keep blowing our minds. There are some rewards that are going to be linked in chat, some incentives if you donate. If you donate, let's say $30, we'll do the same thing from last night. If you want to see a queer kiss, my lovely wife, who is currently wearing a wig, that's what the word is, right over there, is going to come in here and give me a big old queer smooch. And if it's $50, she's going to reprise her cup goblin role, and we'll explain what that means. And the cup goblin will come in and give me a big old queer smooch. So $30, $50. We think if anything else, we'll add it. And please keep donating. Black Lives Matter right now. Like, I really think, especially, like, let's get some money to that movement. And you know, my day job is working as a therapist for LGBTQIA youth and young adults, especially trans youth, and especially trans youth of color. So I can't tell you how important both of these organizations are to the future of those kids and the present of those kids. So thank you. I want to shout out some of the other programming that we have. Every Tuesday at 6, you'll see The Gods We Know. And every Thursday at 6, you'll see Mind and the Martyr, which are ongoing D&D campaigns. We are still raising money during those campaigns as well. Next Friday will be our last in our LGBTQIA indie developer spotlight game. We're going to be doing Gamer Girls, which is going to be super fun. And then our 16-hour stream starts at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday the 27th. And then goes until 11 p.m. Pacific time. I use the time, the time zone that matters when I explain this stuff. So that's, come join us for that. It's going to be really, really fun. A couple of us are going to be involved in that too. And we're just so excited to have all of you here. So that being said, let me actually give some universe background and say a little bit about this game. And then we're going to go through, you can say your name and you can say your character, and I want you to feel free to give shout outs to anything that you want to give shout outs to. We'll do it at the beginning and at the end, okay? So this is a multiverse mashup. It is a D12 system, kind of like PBTA, very simple, but like even more simple. All of our players, their characters have 3 stats, and only 3 stats, and one of those stats is their queer stat. So we get to roll for queer throughout the course of this game, which is friggin' awesome. And it is a multiverse mashup, meaning that our characters all come from different universes that have been connected, and so do all of our NPCs. So without further ado, let me give you an intro to the universe that I just wrote recently and made way too detailed, and we'll probably forget some of, but that's okay. We'll roll with it. So you are going to be doing a heist at a political fundraiser for a man named Chalcedon, who is a politician who has been ruling the multiverse as the multiversal premier for the last 5 years and is seeking re-election. There did not used to be a multiverse. 30 years ago, most universes were relatively isolated, but there was a calamity when 2 superheroes from the live-action superhero universe, Labrys and the Triangle, defeated Exodosa in an epic battle that ripped open the divisions between the multiverses. And for the last 30 years, every universe that you can imagine, every genre, every show, every video game has had some access to one another. So senses of up and down, right and left have gotten reversed. Ideas of good and evil, moral and immoral have gotten reversed. Senses of fear have started to rule people's decisions, leading to the election of Chalcedon, who is a strong proponent of returning order to the multiverse, and specifically a proponent of the live action universes over the cartoon universe. He also likes to put in his administration people like his second in command, Pensator, who is a skeleton from a universe of people called He-Men. And he likes to support, he has an organization he supports called EW, which are Exodus's warriors. And he gets really mad when people call them the EW organization. Ew. Really hates it. But they are specifically an anti-queer organization. There is an organization called the Gay Cabal that has existed for a mysteriously long amount of time that tries to combat this. And the Gay Cabal has recruited all of our lovely characters here and created a heist team. And the heist team's goal is twofold. One, they will be attending a very expensive fundraiser for Chalcedon. And at this very expensive fundraiser, there will be auctioned off a chandelier of crystal from the musicals universe. Specifically the Phantom of the Opera corner of the musicals universe. And the chandelier of crystal is from musicals and casts rainbow light. It belongs to us. So we're going to take it back. The other thing that they're in search of is an item called the Arrow, a mysterious item which is said to be able to sap people of their queer energy, which is to be handed over to Chalcedon sometime during this event. You have an inside contact named George Fain from the Nancy Drew universe, who is a press secretary for Chalcedon, but secretly helping the Gay Cabal. And we are going to start with you in an alleyway outside of the fundraiser. The fundraiser is at the Rat King Gallery, a place known for its art displays, often art displays with a bit of a political twist, the kind of political twist that Chalcedon and his supporters would usually love, although he recently passed away and the Rat Prince has taken over. And outside there are many, many protesters with protest signs, knowing that this fundraiser is happening. You see a lot of the protesters are coming from other universes, not just this universe, this live action superhero universe called Gotham. So you are in Gotham, and you see a number of many are coming from cartoon universes, but really from everywhere, holding signs and chanting and offering opposition. And there is a line of people in fancy dress from all sorts of universes, slowly walking in. And you have your orders from Bobby Cat, the head of the Gay Cabal. And it's your turn to introduce who you are and tell us what your plan is. So let's go around. And I can't see, I don't look at my IGM. So I'm going to just go around the circle as I see it. Alex, why don't you introduce yourself and Jed?
Hey, hi, everybody. My name is Alex, and I'm super excited to be here. You can find me on Twitter at AxolotlCure. And tonight I am playing Jed, the gay cowboy from a universe where there are only two locations, the West and west of the West. And I will plug all my nonsense afterwards because I'm just really excited to get playing this game.
It is Sean's turn.
Hey everyone, I'm Near Sean, either one. Today I'll be playing Theon, who's from a modern, supernaturally magic world. And he's pretty gay and loves magic, so yeah, let's have fun.
I keep thinking of The Magicians when you describe that. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yes.
yeah, very much. One of my favorite queer characters. All right, Kestrel, your turn.
I am Kestrel Ray. I will be playing Holly, the sci-fi gadgeteer. She is biromantic and asexual, and I am really excited to play her.
All right, my lovely wife Clara, who I promise not to favor
she won't favor
in this
me.
game
In
too
the
much.
slightest, she will not favor me.
Right.
My name is Clara, and I am playing Sophia Petrillo from the Golden Girls, and Sophia is bisexual.
And I really hope Sophia gets to tell her story at some point. All right, Ray, the player Ray, not the producer Ray.
Yes, hello. Hi, I'm Ray or Rachel. Tonight I am playing Oswald, the very tall, brooding, bisexual man from a nondescript noir world named Oswald. He's always tried to be like a very intimidating figure. He was probably like the bouncer at some like underground bar or something. But his lifelong tragedy is that he has a very strong lisp, which kind of dampens the effect of his intimidation. So his goal in this is to not only defend the queer community, but also gain the respect that he thinks he deserves that has not always been given to him because people make fun of him and laugh at him, and it makes him sad.
There you go. All right. And I've just been informed that we already have a $30 donation. So let's get the game rolling before the big queer smooch, but there will be a big queer smooch. Yes.
Let's go.
I think
That is awesome.
Sean, how do you feel like if there's $100, we do a little ferret show? Ferrets come and say hi. Absolutely. Okay.
Yes,
if you want to see
donate.
adorable,
I want to see ferrets.
Yeah. If you want to see adorable ferrets, like
I have 6 of them,
donate.
so you know, feel free.
Yes. But we will do the adorable queer smooch. Yay. In maybe about 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for your donation. You're awesome.
I gotta warm up my lips. Hold on.
Oh, and it's Myrrh who donated to Black Lives Matter. Thank you. You rock. I love you. All right. So you start out in an alleyway and it is sunset. People are starting to circulate in their finery, and their finery might, just be like an incredibly well-tailored bodysuit with like underwear on the outside and a cape. It might be like a medieval outfit with, intricate embroidery. It might be an evening gown. But people are filing slowly in. There are 2 guards outside, and the guards in this venue appear to be dressed in red from top head to foot, a red mask, somewhat reminiscent of guards that you might see in Star Wars. I don't know. And the symbol, they're all wearing the symbol of Chalcedon, which is just a button that is all red. Everybody who's entering has an all red button. So you have some time to plan what you want to do. And in this game, there are sort of 3 approaches. There is stealth, which is we're going to be sneaky. There's smash, which is we're going to shoot this place up. And then there's socialize. We're gonna infiltrate. And you might do one of those or all of those or some of those. What do you want to plan?
Are we so we came from our multiverses. Are we dressed in what we came in, or did we have time to put on finery ourselves?
You had time to pick what you were going to wear.
Okay.
Cool.
Bobby Cat's a good planner. She had your back.
Oh,
also, you all have communication devices with each other.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can we do a mix of multiple things?
Yes, absolutely.
Also, I apologize in advance for this voice. I'm going to try to get through it without laughing at myself, but I apologize.
Laughing at yourself is a feature, not a bug.
Yep.
Oh, and we have a raid already. Hello, thank you for raiding. Play that. I can't read this.
John?
Tiny. Play that, John. Hello, thank you.
You play that, John. You go. Go for it.
Black Lives Matter. We're raising money for the Trevor Project. We've already raised enough that there's going to be an on-stream queer smooch here in about 20 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And our party is planning how they're going to infiltrate this political fundraiser.
Nice.
How we want to do this? What's the plan?
Well, who wants to socialize? Sophia, do you want to socialize?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we should socialize, but stay on the outskirts. Get some one of those cheese platters. But they're not like the cheese in Sicily.
I
not like the
understand.
cheese in Sicily.
Okay, I get it.
Kind of stay on the down low, and try to get them information, get some cheese.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that.
Well,
And maybe a get some cheesecake too.
Definitely.
I like where your head's at. I like it.
Do they have red velvet cake here? Oh, they better have red velvet.
We can find out.
If not, I'll just turn something into it.
All right. So do we all want to go straight in, or do we want to have someone on the mouth?
You guys go in. I'll sneak around. I'm gonna just go invisible and
that.
We'll just, I'll keep your guys back.
All right.
I
feel like
I'm not sure I'm the best at socializing, but But all these people are interested in such, and cheese sure does sound nice.
I mean, if you slip up at all, I'll just make them trip. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
There'll be a trash can nearby.
Definitely keep an eye on me. I like to just punch people when I get angry, so someone keep an eye on me because
Gotcha. Okay.
that's an issue that we have.
Well,
yeah.
let's do this.
I'll
You
watch
stay
out
close
for
to
you.
me. I'll give you a good elbow in case you
Perfect,
slip up.
perfect.
What about you, Jed? Do you get a...
What's your vibe?
I must confess that I am not quite so good at all the socializing and such. So I was wondering if Oswald, you are feeling a little more confident in that area, if I could be your +1 for the evening.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Ooh. Oh yes, I love this.
Do it. You and
Well
me.
then.
Much
All
obliged.
right.
Well, shall we?
We foul. Foul is not a very good word for me.
That was an excellent word for you. That
I
is a
love
word
it.
you should say the whole time.
We foul. All right.
Snaps fingers and goes invisible.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
And I'll say for the going invisible, why don't you roll with queer? I don't know, with queer. We could roll. What is your role in the ROLE in the group? What specialization did you choose?
So specialization, I was unsure of. I guess Gadgeteer was kind of the magic vibe. So
Then I'll have you roll with queer just to see how
Cool.
invisible you get. And remember, you roll 1d12.
And we want low, right?
You want low instead of high.
Good, because I got a 6
Oh,
and I have a
really?
9 in my stats. So yay.
That's right. That's right. Okay, I believe that a 6 is a pass. Yes. All right. So a 6 is fantastic. You are unseeable, well nigh unseeable. If you
Enough
were to
for that.
jostle into somebody too much, they might catch you, but
Mm.
pretty invisible.
Okay. But I can tap some of my teammates just to let them know that I'm here and there. Okay. Just pokes everyone just once to be this is me. Hello. If I do this, I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. Well,
Just
that's
so you
good to
know.
know.
Hello.
Yeah. For this event, do we think we need invitations? Should we try to forge something, or I'm a bit worried we might get stopped on the way in if we don't have some sort of authorization. But maybe that's just me being paranoid.
Do you all have badges? We're supposed to have those weird little.
I'm
badges?
an old Sicilian lady. I get in wherever I get in.
Perfect. All right. I don't think I have a button, but let me look, and I pull out my leather black bag that I carry with me in addition to my long black leather coat, and try to rumble around in there and find some sort of large-ish bottle cap that maybe resembles a button, and then stick it onto the side of my cloak.
All right.
Okay.
Is it red?
It's red.
Okay. How about, what is your specialization?
I was gonna be the muscle, but more of a socialite muscle.
Socialite muscle.
Like,
okay.
I don't know.
I'll let you roll heist because you're forcefully asserting that that's the badge.
I'm just gonna be mean to people.
Right. So that if they question your badge at all, they're just intimidated. And I'll have you roll heist.
I just have a scary aura. I don't have a lot of bite to my bark, but it's,
it's
that
a
makes
badge.
sense.
What are you going to make out of it?
Yeah.
That kind of
pretty
thing.
much.
Yeah. Roll with heist.
So what do I want to roll here?
You want to roll low. So you want to roll, and there's not a specific DC. I kind of have the DC in my head.
Okay.
But generally speaking, 6 or under is an unequivocal success.
Okay.
7 through 9 is you succeed, but it's not perfect. And then 10, 11, 12 is you fail, and also there's a negative consequence.
Okay. That's a 2.
It looks really
Love
good.
it.
And
Hell yeah.
the couple of people once you enter the crowd who kind of give you some side eye about it, what?
Stare back at them. I will stare into their souls.
Exactly.
They
And
will
they're
not
just
question me. Oswald will fuck them up. And they'll know it when they look at me.
There's one short blue person with a curved white hat on, who particularly is just that's a really nice badge, and I wonder if they're selling that on the website. And then
I can, and Oswald is very confused by someone coming up to him, and he's like, I could try to find you another, and he rustles around and pulls out another one and hands it, and I was like, this is for you. I hope you like it.
Thank you. And
you're welcome.
He takes his white hat off, and for the first time, you all discover that the creatures from the Smurf universe actually have white buzz cuts under
Oh
their
my
hats.
god, I
And then
love that.
he attaches it to the hat and puts it back on and still nervously goes,
All right. You have fun with that. Oswald is like visibly uncomfortable. That interaction made him unhappy.
Yeah, so before the description of all the red, I was already planning my character would have a red formal dress. So could I say she rummages through her bag of gadgets and tools and supplies and try to find something round, like the edge of a cap or something she can pop off and stick onto her dress to make it look like a red badge?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You're a gadgeteer, so roll heist.
Okay, do I roll 2? That's a specialty.
That's right. If it's your specialty, you roll 2.
Okay.
Which I should have had you roll. Ray, sorry.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Oswald killed it. It's fine.
$25 donation to Black Lives Matter from Chris. I love you, Chris. I love you, Chris.
Hell yeah.
Black Lives Matter is now over 1K. Let's see if we can get Black Lives Matter to 1,200. 1,200 this time. We are also $5 away from Cup Goblin Kiss. All right.
That's
and
all I
we
care
are $45 away from Ferret Visit. All right. Okay. Holly, go ahead and roll, and you get to roll with advantage, which then you take the lower dice.
New dice.
Oh, they're pride dice, right?
Okay.
Can we see
Oh,
them?
nice.
God, I gotta like not talking to Liz when I'm talking like like normal.
I rolled a 12 and a 3.
So it's a 3. All right. So, and actually, as a gadgeteer, you're even able to do one that, like, if you just sort of push it, it'll go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Nice.
It looks pretty cool. You don't have to if you don't want to stand out, but you can just, you added that little twist.
You know, just so it's there. So, you know, if I ever want to do it, I got it.
You can do it. Just look extra cool.
Might as well make it fancy.
Yeah. So the line is continuing, and you see now that people are starting to show little invitation cards to the red guards at the front of the door.
We'll
Can
worry about.
I try to go and grab like kind of pickpocket the person in front of me for their ticket?
Hell yeah.
And your thief is your specialization, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in front of you, you see somebody dressed in like a bedraggled gray military jacket wearing a gas mask. And he looks like his face is just like permanently covered with dirt and grime. And there's like a toxic nuclear toxicity sign on the back of his jacket. And yeah, he's got like cargo pants, and it's very clear which cargo pant leg it's in because it's the only one that's like not stuffed full of rations. All right, so roll 2 dice for heist.
A 1.
Oh, 1.
Fuck it up, Sophia.
Okay.
Fuck it up.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
on a 1, you actually managed to get not only his invite, but the invite for his +1.
Let's go.
Yeah, his +1 is wearing this dress, and she also has like the ash all over her, but this dress that's like ripped, but like in a sexy way. Like it's just exactly right, ripped.
Love
So
it.
you have both of those invites.
Okay, so I just reached my old Sicilian lady hand into their pockets.
I love it.
Yes.
I would. While this is going on, I'd like to just sing it as I'm invisible, just like go up behind where the guy is checking things, and just like read the cards as they come in to see what people's like the information is, and then for the other 2, just kind of wing it and pretend that they also have cards. And be like, yeah, they just have a card with their name.
Magically have it. Okay, and I just conceptually figured out how I'm supposed to know the DC after reading the rules like 5 times, but not being particularly wise about it. So your stat that you have and the thing I have you roll, you want to roll under that stat.
Oh,
that's how it works, right?
Oh.
So it's worked for everybody anyway. But
I'm
now
not gonna
I
be able
got
to
it.
help any of you guys.
It's game creator. If you were watching this, I'm so sorry that I spaced and didn't get it, but now I get it.
That
so
makes
now
sense.
we've all learned together. So you are going to be doing something that's magical. What's your specialization?
The magic gadgeteer.
Magic gadgeteer. So I feel like you can use that. What is the number that you have in that?
I have a 6.
6. So you want to roll under 6, but you
Cool.
get to roll with advantage. So you get to roll 2d12.
Okay.
So roll heist since it's your specialization. The one's
Let's-
for the heist.
I have a 3 and a 4, so 3.
3 and 4. 3. So you manage. So like, how many are you trying to magically create?
So we have our lovely Sophia who just stole 2. So I'm just gonna look at Jed and they're +1 over here, Oswald, and be like, here you go. And then just magically they just float into their hands with a little bit of sparkle.
Can I like shove into line like aggressively? Can I find someone who looks weak and step in front of them in line?
Yeah. Okay. And your
Great.
muscle.
I am.
And you're doing this
Sure.
for the heist. So now I'm getting the rules are now.
Yeah.
They're filtering into my head. I get it now.
Beautiful.
Get it now. So you get to roll 2 dice and you want to
Okay.
get it under your heist score.
All right, my heist is 10.
Okay.
My other stats are shit, and I'm sorry.
So while she's doing that, to the lady with the kind of like the ripped, sexy dress, and I just go, "Oh, honey, just a little. That's just a little too much." I think we already know what you are.
Do you think? Oh, I'm just trying to, represent the nuclear wasteland universe. I just, just have some, toxic pride. And
Oh, that's definitely toxic pride.
Yeah, I was gonna jump all over that shit. No, thank you. No, get that out of here.
Less is more. Less is more.
it's true. And
Could everybody
You
describe
remind
the
me
characters?
of a friend I know, Blanche. Have you ever met Blanche Devereaux? You know Blanche Devereaux?
I don't know Blanche
I
Devereaux.
think you guys are sharing the same closet. You're sharing the same closet, dear.
She goes to her date and goes, Kelvin, can I have the duct tape, please?
Sounds like
And he
an
hands her the
asshole.
duct tape and she
God.
starts like duct taping the rips in her dress. Ray, what did you roll? And then I'll get to Kestrel. That was a very good question.
I'm glad I
6.
rolled twice because I rolled a 10 and then I rolled a 6. So
Good. All right. So here is the way it works. Now that my brain is functioning,
Awesome.
you roll
Love it.
under the number
Awesome.
that you have in that, and then it succeeds. You draw, you go even, and it succeeds, but bad stuff happens. You
Cool.
go over that, it doesn't succeed. It looks like we lost an image there, producer Ray. So just in case, you might have to scooch some faces around. So yes, that succeeds. Right. You're able to just
Sweet.
elbow your way in. And it's made easier by the fact that this woman is so distracted putting duct tape on that she can just, and she's like so embarrassed that she's like, it's just fine. Here, you go. You go ahead.
damn straight.
Yes. And let's go ahead now that you're getting in line. Let's describe, like, what do you look like?
Sure.
What are you wearing?
Sure.
And we'll have Oswald start.
Sure. So Oswald is a 7 foot tall man in a long black leather cloak. He has it's kind of like always raining around him somehow. It's always like kind of misty and dreary. Kind of sucks the light out of the space that he's occupying all the time.
People roll their eyes at him and go,
like, we get it. Like, we get it. Like, that's the response that he gets from people. We get it. Just so much edge that you can't believe it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Big leather boots, that kind of vibe.
All right.
And he has, I totally forgot. He has a pink bird that is his like companion that sits on his shoulder, and his name is Pig. It's a little pink bird. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I totally forgot about Pig. Yeah, that's his little puffy pink bird companion.
And Pig every
Don't
once
fuck
in a
with
while,
Pig.
like, don't fuck with Pig.
Don't fuck with Pig. That's like his one thing.
I love it.
Every once in a while, Pig has to like puff up and like shake off the water.
Yeah.
Right. But
Exactly.
he's really used to it.
Yeah.
All right. Sophia, I mean, people have probably seen you before, but go ahead and describe yourself anyway.
Yes, I'm 4'11". I've got white, curly old lady hair. I'm wearing my finest 1980s bedazzled gown. And of course, I have my wicker basket or my wicker purse with me at all times that I use as my number one weapon. And I have my nice little pearls on with my nice little, right here, string for my glasses that are really down here. And I unlike Oswald, I always seem to bring the Miami sunshine.
We found
People
each
are very
other out. I love
confused
it.
when we stand next to each other because they're not sure what's going on. But when I get angry, I will bring a hurricane.
Do you have shoulder pads on that dress? You got to have shoulder pads.
Absolutely.
On that
Big
dress,
shoulder
for sure.
pads.
Yeah.
And they make my head look kind of tiny. Because
Sure.
old lady, and of course I've got the old lady hands.
Oh my
Very
God.
close to death.
We have
Very
another
important.
donation. It's from Play That John to Black Lives Matter. That's $10.
Woo!
And that is
Hell
a
yeah.
Cup Goblin smooch. And my dog is even celebrating out there. So when we're done describing our characters, and I'm going to describe being in the line and kind of get you into the, oh my goodness, they're excited building. Then we'll have the Cup Goblin smooch. Thank you so much for your donation. You all are awesome. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We're so close to ferrets. All right. Holly, why don't you go ahead and give us a description?
All right. Holly is about 5'1", medium brown skin, dark brown hair, all piled up in a bun with some wisps and tendrils. It's all held up, kind of, but it looks like it was an attempt at a nice bun, but turned into a messy bun. As she has a dark red halter neck dress that goes about ankle length with a long slit up the side. It's well fitted, but you can tell she's not very comfortable in it. It's not what she would normally wear, and she just like keeps kind of moving and adjusting it and trying to fit in, trying to be comfortable, but you can tell it's not really her normal sort of get up, and she would be much more comfortable in something entirely different.
And Sean.
Hello. So while people can't see Theon, because I mean,
That's a good point.
And
That's an easy description.
he'll come out at some point, but I mean, everyone else probably saw him already. He's a good 5'9". You could throw him very easily. He's not very much weight. He's got sea green eyes. His natural hair is black, but he uses magic to change it all the time. So right now it's probably like silver to be like, yeah, I'm slicking it back. It's silver. Let's go and have fun. And on top of that, his outfit's probably like kind of magical in a lot of nature, where he's got this long kind of robe-like hooded coat, and it has all these like Wiccan symbols all over it. And then from there, it's just kind of like a nice dressed down, modern day kind of tux look.
Nice. All right, and Jed.
Well, I am about 5'6". I am relatively stocky with short brown hair and a well-groomed beard. One might decide to describe me as a Western dandy. I have a tan duster that I admit is too nice to be worn on the trail, but it is probably not nice enough to be worn at a respectable establishment such as this, but I do my best. I have a white shirt with a few of my buttons undone and a light blue vest. I am wearing my jeans and, of course, a revolver on each hip. My cowboy boots are by far and away the most expensive part of my outfit, as any cowboy boot should be. And as we are approaching the door, I would like to apply my own badge, which is not one of the red party badges. It's one of those like star, like Western type badges.
Sheriff badges?
Yes, it is exactly that. I put it on and it just says Deputy of Capital West TM.
Good.
No roll for that. That's awesome. That's just awesome. All
Love
right,
it.
now that I remember the rules, everybody.
Wait, quick question.
Yes.
Jed, are you wearing a hat, perchance?
Oh, absolutely. One of those like real big sort of like 10-gallon Texas hats.
Good to know. Okay.
And you actually see a couple, like your jacket, it doesn't stand out as badly as you might think, because the west of the West is a pretty good, like pretty strong Chalcedon sort of stronghold. The West is pretty, not so much, but the west of the West, those folks. All right. So you get to the door, and there are two, and when you get to the door, actually, Kelvin of the Toxic Wasteland kind of goes to his cargo pants and starts tapping them and like starts trying to take things out of his pockets and like look.
Can I come up behind him and put my hands on his shoulders? Be like, you okay there, buddy? You good? You look a little anthy.
I know.
Good?
I'm sure I'm fine. I'm sure that my
Mhm.
invitation. I'm sure they're in one of these pockets, and there's
Yeah,
like 12
I'm-
pockets. So he starts like unloading everything, and then his date, right, who's got the duct tape on her, is like she sets the duct tape down and starts trying to collect the stuff. And one of the red guards is just like, we need you to move along. He goes, no, I promise, I have my invite. I promise, I have it somewhere. And the red guard is, move along. And his date gives him the most withering look, and he goes, I promise I had them. And they move to the side while he starts emptying his pockets, and like there's rations and there's little bottles of water and there's some kind of little weird gadget that you don't know what it is, and yeah, there's like components to another gas mask, and he's just piling them on the street. But you are next. And the red guard look to 4 of you, not to 5, and go, invitations please.
Oswald is on that shit. He pulled it out. Here you go, sir. Thank you very kindly. And before he even starts to check it, Oswald just starts walking in.
Yeah,
Like that was nothing.
Yeah, and he doesn't even really stop. He like for a second,
Yeah.
he's like, hold up. Okay.
Oswald is in.
Yeah, you're in.
I'll go in.
In like Flint. Is that a thing?
As
Yeah.
we pass by, Sophia just pats the guard and says, "Oh, it's so nice that you keep the riffraff out."
We try, ma'am.
Oh, real.
We try. It's our job, ma'am. Are you gonna move so other people can come in?
Be so pushy.
That's a job. It's a job, ma'am. Here you go. And he sort of gestures, and it's really awkward because he's got that big long helmet thing. So he sort of gestures, but he can't really just.
Oh.
So his whole body kind of goes.
Feels so bad.
And Holly, you're next.
Okay, so he's asking for the invitation, which is separate from the badge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which
you have magically had created for you, I believe.
Okay.
I believe Sophia stole one for you and.
Yeah,
and then
our
created two
right.
it was
Okay.
for me,
That's
for
it.
Sophia and Holly.
Yeah, and then I created the other 2 for the other date.
Okay, so like the magical ones sparkle just a little tiny bit, just a
Oh, they had like a little
bit.
glitter, but then they were back to normal.
Yeah, like they're just if it's just in the right light, but it's not enough to like seem like a counterfeit. It's just they're just sort of maybe wondering if you had some like weird glitter in your bag or something. So yeah, he takes that. He takes Holly's. He takes Jed's. He goes, all right, be on your way. And you come on in. And you are now in essentially the amphitheater of, it looks a little bit like an old-timey theater. And from what you've heard about the Rat King Gallery, it used to be a theater, but the areas that used to be sort of the boxes and the balcony have now been turned into a gallery. There's stairs on the left and the right leading up to that open gallery area. And the area that used to have been a staging area, like where all the chairs were, that area has been turned flat where you can put like tables for people to dine at. And you can actually hear the sound of glasses clinking, and you can hear the sound of low buzzing of voices. And there's an entranceway area where they're selling. Basically, they're just red. There's not even a slogan on them. There's the red buttons. There's some red hats. There's some red shirts. Just nothing says anything. It's just red. That's just the statement that they're making. But everyone else is just sort of being let in. It doesn't look like there's assigned seating. There is a big table full of champagne glasses that you can take, and there are a number of people, catering and service people who are coming in and out and walking around with appetizers. That's what I meant, with appetizers for all of you. And so there's that little amphitheater-like area, but then you walk through some very grand, beautiful doors, and think like those like 1920s kind of theaters with like all of the like crenellation and the gold and like the different like Art Nouveau kind of designs on it. It looks pretty cool, actually. Like, this place should really not be in straight hands. So you've got the 2 big doors, and you've got a couple people milling about in the front.
Oh my stars, this place is fancy. I ain't never seen anything like this before.
Me neither. It's a lot. There's a lot of different vibes happening. All right. How's everyone feeling?
Oh, cheesecake bites.
All right. You go get those.
Sean, you're muted.
Get some for me.
Where's the red velvet cake? Anyone got the red velvet cake around here?
That is the only kind of cake.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who wants to like hold a plate for me so I can eat it?
I got you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Can I, as people are going around with the appetizers, can I just kind of like take one as like they're passing around, take it, and then like hold it myself?
Oh, that appetizer plate?
Yeah, so that Theon can like eat it, but I look normal holding it.
Okay.
So it doesn't like look, I mean, I'm not a server, but
okay. Since this
the
is not
attempt.
specifically for the heist, this is a queer roll because this
Sure.
is super queer and awesome. So roll and you want to go under your queer score.
Oh shit.
Holly's kind of shadowing Oswald.
3.
Because she's 2 feet shorter than Oswald. She's kind of trying to sort of hide and not be too noticeable because she
That's
feels
fine.
really overwhelmed by everything.
It's a little out of place for you, this place. Just a little on the swanky side. So not only do you swipe this thing, but you actually have just a little bit of a moment of like awareness that this person noticed, but also noticed you.
Oh.
And you see this man who has like his clearly has been taking care of like his uniform and maybe has a little eyeshadow on, and he looks at you and he gives you a wink.
Bit. Does Oswald know that this man is flirting with him? Do I need to like roll to
I don't
flirt
think you need
perception?
To roll.
Okay.
I don't think you need to roll. It's like it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear, and it's pretty clear.
It's pretty clear. Oswald is taken aback. As you can see, he's flustered, and he takes a bunch of the appetizers and just shoves it in his face, and just kind of turns around. Just kind of like turns around, but like looks over and like is doing that.
And you could swear as he walks away that you hear "see you later," but you're not really sure.
Sophia takes her,
Guys, did you see that?
Her purse and just kind of smacks Oswald's leg for a minute and be like, "Cool, be cool."
Just like pantomimes, like puppet mimes back to him, like you're like trying to slur, being like, "You're hot too."
Oswald is like beat red.
Holly's trying to whisper up 2 feet to Oswald, like, I think that fella liked you.
Okay. Here, you take this. And I hand my plate to Sophia, and I go, okay. And I kind of put my hands on my hips. I follow him wherever this server man went, kind of bumping people as I walk. Just going for it.
This is getting heavy. I'm an old lady. Somebody help me.
Like, there's like a little bit of pressure left off of it. And I was like, I help hold it, but I'm like, I'm not there. You're actually you feel a lot stronger than you actually are, but you're not.
I mean, come on, you guys. I'm an old lady. I should be doing all this work.
Now, I just want to interrupt for a second and say $25 from Catskills to Black Lives Matter. And I'm going to ask one question, and then the Cup Goblin is going to come in here and sweep me off my feed. And we are actually at $90, so we're $10 away from a visit from Ferrets.
Hey.
So I will ask, now, Theon, did you eat a cupcake yet?
Yes. He's just like, as he's holding it, he's just like.
So I want you to roll queer, just to make sure that nobody sees a floating cupcake disappearing. And because you're invisible, I kind of feel like it could not only disappear, like, but you'd see it getting mushed up and then like going down. So you just gotta have you. What's your queer number? What's your queer score?
It's a 9.
9. So you want to roll under 9, and you roll 1d12. Because now I know the rules better.
Good. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8.
Nice.
Okay. Like, it's a little iffy there for a moment, but like you manage. Y'all are rolling well.
Like he's trying to help like Sophia at the same time while trying to eat, and just like, hopefully nobody notices this. Like,
the rest of you notice, and it's just
crumbs off me.
Yeah, it's maybe a little gross. It's a little gross, just a little bit.
And falling in my way.
Yes. Little red crumbs. Sophia, would the Cup Goblin like to come in and give sweep me off my feet, and I will tell the story of the Cup Goblin as you do.
Pour up these lips.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Okay, I just fell into Ishton's accent for some reason. That was weird. That's my D&D character. Okay, so here's the Cup Goblin. Clara is obsessed with any cup that she thinks might not be used anymore, like even if it's half full of liquid, and she'll come into rooms and just take them and go put them in the dishwasher. And so I would always joke that we had a Cup Goblin in the house who was just coming and stealing all of our cups. So she's going to come in and she's going to do her Cup Goblin impression, and then the Cup Goblin is going to sweep me off my feet because y'all raised so much money already for Black Lives Matter and the Trevor Project, and you rock. So come here, Cup Goblin. Come here.
Smoochy smooch.
Here. And,
Yes.
and you're gonna have to sweep me off my feet, like I said, metaphorically, not hey! You are not the goblin!
That's not the smooch we want.
I mean, not
Claire,
the smooch we
change
want, but the
words.
smooch we need.
Goblin wants a cup. Do you have a cup? You have a cup. Give me the cup.
Oh my god.
Give me a cup. See, kisses. Give me a cup.
Yay!
Yay!
This is so cute.
All right. So we are $10, or did I say, away from ferret visit?
Yes.
$10 from ferret visit. So y'all, we're gonna have to come up with something else to, keep incentivizing, get it going, get it higher.
I mean, I have
so.
6 of them. Do you want me to keep bringing them in?
You could keep them bringing in,
Yes.
and there also could be, you could do a lightsaber dance.
Yep.
We have
have
known
a
Sean
lightsaber
to
somewhere.
do a pretty friggin' rockin' lightsaber dance. I don't have any idea where ours is. So I would say if we get Black Lives Matter up to the same place as Trevor Project by the end, or at least up to 1200, lightsaber dance on the part of both of them. And I believe that she is telling me she has hers. We're not there yet, though. The echo is because my wife just walked into the room to look for her lightsaber.
Oh, good.
That excited. You have to mute, love.
Sorry.
It's all good.
All right, so you are still in the amphitheater, and people are sort of circulating in.
I've ate my red velvet. Yes, good. Scrumptious.
Fortunately,
gets-
when it starts digesting, it disappears.
Oh, good.
Holly?
Holly got a little concerned when she heard Sophia talking about being an old lady and needing help. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you need some help over there? But she's not here at the moment, so.
It's like the other way answering her place, being like, "It's fine, I got it." Holding up the plate, but like slightly hovering it above her hand, so it looks like she's holding it.
Yeah, and she kind of just gives you a dismissive look, like, I got to carry heavier things in Sicily. That's sort of what she does. All right. And what is Jed doing
Carry
while
the
you're in the
mules up the mountain. I would not the mules didn't carry us. I carried the mules.
Oh, all right. Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Oh, gosh.
All right, what you up to, Jed?
I'm in the process of trying to acquire some whiskey.
You're muted. $1.
Another dollar to Black Lives Matter. All right. All right. You do see a number of people with champagne, but you don't see anyone with whiskey. Now, the likelihood that there's some whiskey back in the kitchen, not too unlikely. You know, everywhere you go, there's people who work in service, and most of them know where the good stuff is. But right now, it's just champagne around you.
Can I help?
Okay.
Can I do like a crew help?
Yes, you can.
And
Let's
turn
find
them-
out what Jed's doing first, and then
Yeah.
let's have you do that.
Can I identify where the kitchen is, and can I bamboozle my way in there?
Aha. Okay. So you do see where the service staff is coming in and out, at least in this area. And there's a door right next to the staircase on the left, which seems to be, I'm sorry, on the right. I have a layout in my head, y'all. On the right, there's a door right by the staircase, and you see them kind of coming in and out with their platters over there. So yeah, you can see that. And the same one who kind of had a little bit of an interaction with Oswald is on his way in. There's a couple of others too.
Okay. I will slowly make my way over there through the crowd.
Okay. All right. And what are you going to do when you get there? There's the one who was interacting with Oswald, who is a sort of olive skinned man, thin, like very well cared for hair. And there's also like a guy who's he is as white as I am, with like blonde hair, and who just looks very eager. He just
Just for the record, as this man is walking, Oswald is trying to he's popping up his collar, he's trying to psych himself up, but he's still beat red. So he's not gaining on him at all. He's just kind of following behind him, trying to talking to himself a little bit.
all right.
But not actually approaching.
All right. So I'm going to say that if you want Theon to do a crew roll in order to help Jed with this task, go ahead. And this is not for the purpose of the heist, so just one D12. Unless you want to make the argument that the whiskey will make you better at it, you can try that.
I won't
Not
make
really.
that argument yet.
No.
It's all
Yes.
good. Don't roll off desk. 4, and I have a 6.
4. So you're a 6. All right. So you get to roll with what we would call advantage. You get to roll with 2D12 and take the lowest number. And what are you doing to help?
He's trying to get into the kitchen.
Yeah, he's trying to convince someone to kind of get him back there.
I'm gonna use an illusion to make him look essentially to the kitchen staff that he looks like another kitchen staff person.
All right, cool.
Kitchen staff member.
So like your clothes start to transform, and it's a little uncomfortable. You're not used to wearing like polyblend kind of stuff, right? So it's just a little bit uncomfortable, but like he does kind of cut a good figure in this kind of like it's sort of fancy schmancy for the rest
Do
of
I get
you.
to keep my hat?
Yes.
All right.
Because yes,
Great.
of course.
All right.
Glad we clarified that there was
The
a
hat
It's
always
very
has to
important.
stay.
And the
Like,
sheriff badge.
It's a very different vibe
All right,
without the
yes.
hat.
Yes,
Like-
and the sheriff badge. And
Yeah.
the sheriff badge. And oddly, nobody really gives you a weird look about it. Like if anything, people are like, yeah, that's a sweet ass hat. You're
That
pretty good.
everyone's
with that.
gonna remember that kitchen staff member is the hottest.
Yes. All right. So there is an equally hot, maybe just a little bit less hot kitchen staff member who was giving Oswald some eyes. And then there's also the guy who looks like, who do you want to approach?
I would like to, if they're close enough, I would like to walk up and tip my hat to both of them. And if I can, just walk straight through. But if not, I will adjust them. Excuse me, I do have something very important to acquire from the kitchens. It is very medicinal, I assure you, but it is also very urgent.
All right. So I want you to make a roll with queer, under
right,
queer.
great.
I don't know, roll queer. I don't know the
All right.
terminology anymore.
Am I
Roll
rolling
under
once
queer.
or twice?
Twice because you got the help from
Okay.
Sean's character, from Theon.
Hello.
All right, great. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, so like Alex gives like a little bit of a like, look over at Alex. I gave you his name. The eager guy gives you like a look over at the other guy, the flirty guy, and the flirty guy's like glances at Oswald, glances at you, glances at Oswald, and goes,
Looks away.
"Come on in, come on in." And back you go, and you're led, and he lets your whole party kind of come with you down this sort of dark hallway. And it's one of those old theaters, so like the floor is just a little tiny bit creaky and sort of like wood on the sides, and smells a little musty. Anyone who's been in an old church, that's kind of the smell of those hallways, yeah. And you can hear the clatter even louder of like dishes, and you can hear the shout of like cooks talking to each other, and you can smell the food that's being prepared, and it smells like really cheaply cooked fish and like really dry chicken, and you get
To be
you get-
expected.
Sophia is just mumbling to herself, back in Sicily, we would make the food.
but this is not up to Sicilian standards by any stretch. There's some like potatoes that look like they were just mashed without like any butter or anything added into them. There's some peas. Yeah. But there is like a lot of red velvet cupcakes. And yes. And yes, you get to the back, and the two servers have sort of been framing you, like the flirty ones in front and the like super overeager ones in back. And he looks just a little bit nervous. But like the flirty one goes, "Hey everybody, we have some visitors."
Oswald tries to hide behind which of you is the tallest?
No.
I don't think any of us.
I think it's Theon. He's gonna crouch. He's gonna crouch.
You're crouching. It's like
Shit.
he lets you know that he's there, but he's like, I'm in.
So you just see Oswald crouching behind nothing.
Yeah, no, exactly. He just looks like he's got some weird posture problems. Like maybe his back just went out, or like, yeah. In fact, like one of the sous chefs, this woman with like a short haircut, kind of heavier set, just looks at you and goes, you okay? You okay, dude?"
Yeah, we're cool. He stands up. He's like, we're cool. It's fine. It's fine.
Sure you are.
Just like bats Oswald a little bit, like, come on, stand up, be straight. I don't know how to be straight, but just do something.
In fact, the server in front of you kind of hears that and doesn't know who said it. So he goes to Oswald like, "You really want to be though?"
I'm just a little nervous. It's fine. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, snap.
Right.
Are either
and
of these servers carrying trays of champagne?
there are servers going in and out carrying trays of champagne, and in fact, both of the servers start to load more champagne on their trays because their trays had run out.
Okay.
Well, in fact, one of them had given up his tray to Oswald, so he picks up a new tray,
Right.
and they start like balancing and getting ready to go back out. But before, the one in front, that kind of olive skin guy goes, "And what did you want here?" Glancing over at Oswald.
Oswald grabs a glass of champagne and downs it immediately, like on the spot.
Ollie reaches out and pulls one off the tray as they're loading more on. She just takes one, like, I don't drink often, but I think I need a glass of wine for this. And she looks at it and she's like, this stuff's fancy. She just takes a sip.
It's not as fancy as you'd think. It's a little. There's been a budget for this event. There's a budget. It's it's okay. It's not fantastic.
I'm not used to stuff this bubbly. Sure does seem fancy to me.
But the stuff, you have had some Martian vineyard sort of stuff in it. It's not to that standard. Let's put it that way. All right.
Like cooks.
Yeah.
Shell out all this money for cooked champagne.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to let you know that it came in boxes.
Oh.
Yes. What did you want in the kitchen?
Oh, see, I was wondering if I could acquire some medicinal bourbon. Whiskey will do, but was for the health of the patient, I really would like to request if you have any bourbon.
Oh.
Are you referring to yourself as a patient? Is that what's happening?
That's
there?
not important right now, Oswald. I don't think that's relevant.
He shrugs and goes, if there's something that ails you, I'm sure we can find something to help. Bourbon's a good start, though. Oh, and he sets his tray down and he goes, follow me. And he leads you through the kitchen and he lets you out a doorway. And now you can tell from just the noise that you're on the other side of where the dining area is. And you're on the other side of where sort of the grand staircase that leads up to the main portion of the gallery is. You're in like a service area in the back. More of that like musty church smell mixed with kind of cheap dried chicken and fish. And there's like a room just across in the hallway, which clearly is storage room. And he just goes, and he takes a key out of his pocket, not on a keychain, might have been copied from a keychain, and opens the door, and it creaks open, and he walks in, and he goes, just a second, and he comes out with a big old bottle of whiskey. Oh no, bourbon, big old bottle of bourbon, and he goes, I mean, don't use too much unless you plan to have fun with the rest of us, and hands it over to you.
Obliged. I would like to refill my flask, and then I would like to approach the eager blonde guy.
Mm-hmm. And he's like standing in the back of the group, kind of going,
Nervous fella, want a drink?
I don't partake.
Ollie leans over to Oswald. What kind of fun you reckon he was talking about?
Getting hammered. Getting hammered. That was the vibe I got. Yeah. That.
Oh. Well.
At this point,
might not
just
be
like,
the best for our mission.
I'm just gonna take the bourbon from Jen. It's just floating. It just pours a glass. It's just a floating glass, and then just spins as like a mist of just rainbow. And then
oh my god,
he's there, and he's like, "Well, this was fun. How about I do the socializing and help out a little bit?"
What? Ah! The guy in the back is just like, that.
Oh, don't mind him. He does that.
Yeah,
it's a party trick. Excellent.
I've known him for all of 30 minutes, but I assume he does.
Done it at least once, so you can expect it's pretty often.
Downs the entire drink and just like, let's go party. Have fun.
Fucking do it.
And the man in front just looks like amused and like kind of goes when you appear, but the man in back is just like, it's against company policy. It's against company policy to drink on the job. So I'm just gonna go do. I don't.
What a fucking square. Jesus.
Because
it's okay. You have one little drink. We won't tell anyone. Have fun.
People do tell me I have a lot of flair. I mean, they do. They really do tell me I have a lot of
you
flair.
can do it. Do it.
Look good. Have fun.
Really?
Okay, I'm gonna let one of you can roll. One of you can roll queer, and the other one can roll crew to convince this guy to drink.
Oh hell yeah. I feel like that's
I love that. Like we're not even on the heist.
This
like,
peer pressure. Peer pressure
yes.
is Oswald's specialty.
Hell yeah.
So I'll roll queer just because my crew is really bad.
Okay. And then who's rolling crew? Okay.
I'll do the crew.
Awesome.
Which I got 5. So yeah, we're good.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. What's your crew number?
669. Remember?
Well, no. That's our 669. How do I forget that? Okay, what?
I rolled
Oswald?
a 12. Do I roll again since I?
You can roll 2 and you take the lower number because
Cool.
somebody helps.
And oh nope, I've got a 6, so it just barely misses.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and he didn't tie. He kind of, instead of like going, there was like a moment where it felt like he kind of wanted to be one of the cool kids.
Shit.
And then he remembered like that he hates getting in trouble. And when he goes home to his mom's house and he has to tell them that he just doesn't, he can't stand it. And he goes to the basement and cries. So he is just like, I
Sorry, I
can't do
overdid it a
this.
little bit. I made him cry. I'm sorry.
No, and he looks at the other server and goes, this is not okay. And then he walks back into the kitchen.
What a narc.
The other server's just like, my dad owns the company.
You're fun. I like you.
All right, so clearly you're not Chalcedon supporters. What are you doing here? He looks to each one of
Enjoying
you.
a party, obviously.
Yeah, it's none of your
Holly
business.
just kind of adjusts her badge to make sure like it's there and noticeable, so she looks like she's a supporter.
Just a nice little pride badge.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of looks at Holly and then looks at Theon and looks at Holly and then points his thumb at Theon and goes,
Fine.
what are you really here for?
A little bit of fun, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Maybe a chandelier.
Oh, I see. You mean the chandelier?
Yeah, I was thinking I would
Perhaps.
just, magic it out of here. Do something. Have a little bit of fun.
He looks at Holly and he looks, does Jed still have his server's uniform on, by the way? With his hat and his badge?
Yes, right now.
Is that up to? Okay,
Yeah, it's up to you.
If you want it to go away, he could just be like, it's gone.
I'll leave it on for now.
Okay. He looks Holly up and down with her like less than gala appropriate clothing. And he looks at Sophia's purse. And he goes, clearly you're not here to bid on it.
Hey, this comes from the finest shops on the Miami boardwalk. You leave my
Where?
purse alone.
I don't.
Well, how much
I'm
do you
not
reckon
familiar
something
with
like
that.
that costs?
Something like that
lot.
chandelier.
A lot, sweetie.
Like, I mean, they're saying it might go for 10 million multiversal units of money that I don't know what they're called.
Like a
Yes,
lot,
Jen.
enough to like, have about enough, probably about the same equivalent price of pantsing Chalcedon, taking a photo, and then selling it on, black market.
I was
Oh, no,
trying,
that would be
I was trying to
priceless.
help you, okay? I was trying to help, and now you're.
Oh no, you're good. No,
You're
I'm just
not.
saying. I'm just saying, like, it's. I want to pants Chalcedon.
Just,
That's
you
what
don't,
we're here for.
I'm here to pants Chalcedon, honestly.
gay cabal might be okay with that outcome. If you were to do that and then put that up on social media, like that might actually be more valuable than getting rid of the chandelier. So
That's
like
great.
if the group changes your goal, just know that's not necessarily disallowed.
Okay.
I didn't realize we were going for outright honesty here,
I mean,
because I thought
look, okay,
you know.
you're obviously not a straight. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're not
How
straight.
do you tell?
Oswald kind of like cracks his knuckles and goes, "We can trust you, right?"
So, I mean,
You can trust
honestly,
me.
Hell yeah.
You seem like a trustworthy
straight.
fellow. We're here to just, sneak in and get a couple things and maybe pants somebody along the way, and then we'll be out of your hair in no time. Be like, well,
Listen,
here.
son. Listen, son. Do you know where they're keeping the auction items? I mean, maybe a couple of them just need to be, a little buffed out.
All the auction items are in the basement, where they keep, all of the art that they don't have up. That's where all of them are. There are a lot of protections. There's a lot of protections for these items. They're pretty,
A lot of
valuable.
protections. What are we talking about?
Well, I don't know if you've ever done a heist before, but you know how they have those lasers? There's a lot of lasers.
Oh, we
There's
know.
some like things that go clicky clack. I don't really they're metal stuff. I mean, yeah, and there's
You sure you don't
definitely
know?
some red guard down there.
Hmm.
You seem like you know a lot more than you're
Yeah,
saying.
clicky clack. I think.
It's a very
Interesting
industry
term.
heavy terminology.
I'm nothing but a humble server. I don't know technical terms.
Oh, a
for
humble server
things
who
to
knows
protect
about the
our-
lasers?
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, so my name is Achilles, and everybody tries to say Achilles, and I just hate it when they do that because it's actually Achilles. So yeah, my name is Achilles.
Nice to meet you, Achilles. I'm Theon.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure
nice
to
to
meet
meet you, Theon. Pleasure to meet you. And he shakes my
Nice to
hand.
meet you.
This-
I'm Holly.
Just grabs Oswald, like pulls forward. This is Oswald. He's
Welcome,
pleasure.
Oswald. Yeah.
He'd love to meet you.
Pleasure, Oswald.
Pleasure.
well, I've got some mechanical skills to speak of. Do you think I might be able to find my way down there somehow?
I think you can find your way down there. I think the problem is what's going to happen with the red guard when you do.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be a few of them. There are going to be a few of them guarding the door down to the basement, and there's going to be a few of them down in the basement.
Oh, don't worry about it. Leave that to us.
I managed to get one of them to let me down, if you know what I mean, to get me down there. But they're not. They didn't return the next day, so they're not here tonight.
Do you know any of them on the guard that might be any of our way?
Well, there is one. There is one. I don't know what he knows, if you know what I mean. But he did. I overheard some conversation that he had about some kind of pilot who he was missing, and I mean, it didn't sound like didn't sound super straight.
See what you mean. All right.
The pilot's name was Bo.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Look for the. Yeah, he's a little shorter and broader than the other one, so maybe that'll help.
Right.
I mean, I hope that's helpful, and if you do manage to do any of this, know who helped you. He looks at Oswald. Show your thanks.
Oswald kind of pops up his collar. He's like, "We'll be back. We'll be seeing you around."
All right.
And that was the flirtiest thing I think Oswald has ever said.
Yeah,
and he's very proud of himself.
Achilles kind of gives like this almost sort of indulgent grin, but like in a very friendly way, and winks at you, and then walks back into the kitchen.
Beautiful.
And he actually goes, the door to the basement's that way.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, kind sir. All right.
I can actually eat and actually, not have to discuss anyone. Grabs a red velvet cupcake and just starts eating it like, oh my god.
Jesus. All right.
You actually start hearing like the grumbling from like the people in the dining hall about the shortage of red velvet cupcakes because Theon has eaten so many. So you've got a hallway, you have the storage closet where the whiskey came from, and then you pointed farther down the hallway and you see that there's a door farther down the hallway also on your left.
Taking a tray and just sliding the cupcakes into Sophia's purse.
Can I also fill my flask with whiskey and maybe I'm trying to think if I would have like poison on me, but can I like pull out of my giant leather bag? Can I rummage around and try to find something that might be, if mixed with whiskey, harmful?
Yeah, I think having poison on you isn't completely outside the realm of possibility.
Okay.
Especially as muscle. Like I know muscle is sometimes like, but it's basically just the kill y'all stat.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. How about you can try to roll under muscle for just mixing it in the right proportion that it doesn't immediately taste like poison and people spit it out. Keeping in mind, this is good whiskey. This is good whiskey.
Sorry, Jed, I gotta do it. It's for the team.
Oh, it's for the greater good.
I rolled a 3.
All right, and what's your well, is this for heist or for fun?
I think this is for fun.
Okay, what's your queer?
My queer is 6.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty sure, and you can give it like a little, because the balance with this thing. You can give it a little taste, and you can't tell that there's anything in it, and you know that there's enough to deliver a fatal dose.
Sweet. Okay.
Ollie takes another sip of her champagne, finishes off the glass. These bubbles sure do go to your head, don't they? And she gets a little whiskey in the glass.
Give her
before it's poison.
Not the poison whiskey.
Yeah, that's in my flask in my jacket.
Oh, or was it bourbon? Whatever bottle it was.
bourbon, yeah.
The bourbon then.
I'm so bad with booze. Like I'm mixing a bourbon and
That's all
whiskey and
good.
brandy and whatever. It's you know what in Grotham they actually like magically rotate between different kinds of alcohol, so it's appropriate to call them different names. Right.
Appropriate
As
to
you're
the person.
as you're standing in the
Your
hallway,
brown
you
drink.
you
Your
hear
brown
like a creaking noise, and a door opens all the way in the back, and light sort of floods in from the outside. Well, and it's sunset, so it's not like sunlight is on a ton, but like clearly there's like a patio area in the back with the light on. And two of the Red Guard are walking in, and they're both putting their helmets on, and kind of like you can smell cigarettes. They've been out there on a cigarette break, and one of them is like a tall, very skinny brown woman with like flowing black hair that she like tucks up and ties in to put her red, like in that big long red robe, and puts the mask back on. The other is a shorter, more stockier black guy who also like puts his helmet on. And you start to wonder, because every picture you've seen of the Red Guard, they've all been the same height. But it seems like that must be propaganda, because their heights are a little, maybe when they get pictures taken, they wear platform shoes. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So they go up to the door to the basement, and they're still like, you can sort of hear snatches of their conversation, but then they get to the door and they get into that like,
yeah,
and you kind of hear a little bit of that doom Star Wars music as they stand there.
Right. Kind of just want to fuck them up. I don't know about y'all, but that's like.
Well,
we
now
are
hold on.
in the party. How about we hold on until we're downstairs in the basement? Then you can destroy anyone. I don't care who you hurt.
You mean it? You pinky swear?
Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
Great, dude. Thank you.
Yeah,
all right,
cool.
All right, I'll hold off for now.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
I have to say, I have acquired an idea, and before I go any further, I will warn you that I am not well known for my ideas, but I will proceed anyway.
I will.
Now,
I love Jed so much.
I feel like we have been reasonably successful so far by using disguises, and now I wonder, Theon, if you could make me look like one of them. Might be able to proceed.
Yeah, I could easily get. But, let's try it. Why not? I mean, if we want to get to the door and then have me pretend to be one.
So now this is the heist. This is for heist, so you can roll heist to see if you can get a convincing enough disguise. And you're disguising Jed.
Jed, do you want to be disguised?
I do want to be disguised, but very specifically, I want to keep my hat and my badge.
Oh, okay. I'm cool with that.
All
I love
time.
it so much.
So heist, and I got a 4, which mine's a 6. So yeah,
I think we've had like one failure this whole time. I fear for you in Dungeons and Dragons, where you're supposed to roll high.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Roll so low.
I know. I'm like rolling 4s and going, oh wait, it's fine. Just like waves his hands underhandedly and then. And
waves his hands underhandedly. That's fantastic.
So was that for all of us?
I think he was just disguising Jed.
I'll do Jet and I'll do Oswald. So they have 2 sets of guards because they look like they
pair.
always go in
pair.
pairs.
Roll for Oswald then too. Jed, you have that Red Guard look, but with like the cowboy hat on it, and the sheriff's star.
And another 4.
And
Hey, nice.
You got it too. Any flair on yours, or is it just standard?
It's standard. The rain's still there though. That's the major flaw. The like mild rain is still kind of there, but the uniform otherwise is to a T.
And
You're just a little dewy.
And my bird is still there, and Pig is still there.
Pink. Yeah, Pig.
Yeah. The visor on the inside doesn't do the doom music. Instead, there's like some rainbow, hearts music playing in there, going, "Yeah, we're gay. Don't worry, gotcha."
Electronica, like.
I want to take you to a gay bar.
All right, so you get down the hallway, and the two of you approach, Jed and Oswald.
Right.
All right. As you approach, the taller Red Guard looks at Jed specifically, and you hear now, because they've got these helmets that they sound, that stormtrooper sound where it's kind of warped. You hear that through the mask, and she's just like, I believe that's not up to code, soldier.
Who you talking to? Which one of us?
Well, really, soldiers. I don't think we're allowed pets on the job.
And you can see Oswald is like physically trying to like contain his anger and decks him in the face immediately. unplugs him.
Full muscle.
He like takes a second and then just douche.
And I'm definitely not giving you advantage on this one because this is almost like against the heist. Go ahead and roll muscle.
4.
So much.
Under my 10 heist.
Yes, and you rolled what?
A 4.
Hell, y'all. Okay, and what is your goal? Is your goal to hurt? Is your goal to
My
knock
goal is to
out?
kill. The goal is to kill.
Okay, so
We shoot.
I feel like kill probably takes more than one punch for the most part.
That's
but
fine.
knockout you can totally do.
We'll
and
take
it's a
it.
little humorous because those masks, they look so fucking cool from a distance, like they might be made from like fucking platinum. No, it's plastic. It's just dense, and she kind of falls. And the other one like takes his like big long blade stick that sort of hums with like light energy and kind of looks at you. But there's a pause.
Oswald kind of like
wields it defensively.
Oswald does the thing like when bears are working up to, they try to make themselves look bigger. That's kind of like Oswald's vibe. Just kind of like looming and like looking at him.
He puts that pole down. He takes off the helmet. And none of your characters would know this. Well, actually, mundane character actually might. Somebody looks a lot like Finn. Like a lot. Like a whole hell of a lot.
Finn, like the human?
Wait, who?
Finn. Former stormtrooper Finn.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I got the names right? There's not going to be a whole host of Star Wars folks here.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, what? What are you?
He disrespected the bird. Sir,
like,
I'm sorry.
Looks at him and is like, oh, you're from... I love you.
I don't care if he's from... I don't care.
How do you know me? I don't know how you know me. How do you know me?
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're from Star Wars. Hello. I love you.
Great. Yes, so I don't know what you're going to do or what you're trying to do here, but you just knocked my partner out.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest
Trying to
fan of
fuck you
her,
up,
but I'm
pretty
really
much.
not happy. And
I don't know if you got that. I just tried to kill your friend. If you're not getting what's happening here, that's on you. Like that's and if you, not if me. So
Also, it's fine.
Okay,
you're
look.
a good guy. You should probably not be on their side. You know, this is really not. This is not a place to be.
I've been having my doubts. I've been having my doubts. I just do you know my name's Flynn, by the way. Flynn. My name's Flynn. Do you know a pilot named Bo?
Yes, I do know him.
Yes. Because I've been looking, and if you were able to tell me where he was, I might be willing to look in the other direction.
From my knowledge, you know where he's at? Or would he be like,
you saw the movies, but clearly this is a little different because his name is Flynn and he's a Red Guard.
I'm like, I've seen the movies, so isn't he back at the base, right? Huh. You know what?
He went on a mission, he never came back.
You know what? Give me 1 second. Let me just do some let's go.
It was to the My Little Pony universe. I don't know if that helps.
That helps.
Can I punch you that?
No.
Please?
No. Pulls him off to the side and is like, let me try this. And it's gonna like try and open like
it was like checking pig.
Just like a
it's okay.
view of Bo so that he can see him or in the little other universe.
Like a view of what?
Opening a view to another universe so that he can see Bo.
Okay, all right. So you're trying to open like a multi-dimensional visual portal to the
like you do, obviously.
Does anybody want to help with this? Because you're opening a multi-dimensional portal. If that goes bad, that could go really bad.
Oswald doesn't give a fuck right now.
I see two people want to help you.
Some sort of mechanical gadgety thing that can help further the process, maybe?
Okay, all right. So is that okay? Sophia or Holly? Sophia, do you want to suggest something too? I feel like for this, I'll probably let you both roll. So I don't know, suck the superhero universe into the My Little Pony, although that could be kind of cool.
That would be amazing.
Or My Little Pony.
Would be the first
Sophia
time.
Going to help with this multi-dimensional Sophia the Thief? How is Sophia going to help with this?
Sophia just opens up her purse. That is the communication portal.
Like that's a portal to
she just opens her purse. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So both of you roll crew, and you want to roll under crew. Do a 1d12.
Ooh.
No. That's an 11. I've got a 6 in crew. So no.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a 5 in crew and I wrote an 11. My purse isn't working. I just kind of bang it on the floor.
Fine.
Okay.
Try to
So
open
you
it
are
again.
on your own with this dimensional thing,
Well,
but
for the
this
gay
is
dice.
related. This is related to heist, so you can roll heist.
Okay. Well,
Open
Okay,
the
gay dice.
messenger
Let's make gay
bag
dice work. You just got to
and-
roll one. Roll one.
see. I rolled another 4, and my heist is a 6. So
It worked.
he's
Okay.
just like the last time I did this, guys. Just so you know, just so you know, it didn't go well. But let's try it again. He just goes at it.
Meanwhile, Holly had opened her bag to try to get her stuff out to help and ended up dumping the whole thing on the floor. So she's like bent over trying to scoop it all up and get it
Trying
back
to
in her
get
bag.
And what happens with Sophia's bag is like even stranger because you hear these like tiny little noises coming from the bag, and then like out of the bag jump a whole bunch of like really tiny plastic pony figurines, but like animated, and they start just sort of confusedly running around the hallway.
Like Dumpy?
No, like My Little Ponies.
I know, but like animated like Dumpy.
A little bit, yeah, but not as creepy.
Oh no, my cupcakes! They're stealing my cupcakes.
They start, yeah, some of them like find little crumbs on the ground and start like eating those. A couple of them, like there's a little crack in the doorway to like the hallway to the dining area. So a couple of them are starting to go into the dining area.
Oh,
But
shit.
you open this portal, and in fact, you see, I'm gonna get the ship names wrong. I'm so sorry, Star Wars fans. I just suck at this. TIE Fighter? Yes, flying over a cartoon barn with a bunch of frolicking ponies of many different colors.
Amazing.
And you see Flynn just go, oh, thank you.
There we go. I got it.
Somebody, Ray, our producer, just typed into chat. TIE Fighter are the bad guys. Okay, who are the good guys? X-Wing? Did I get it right?
X-Wings.
Am I
There we
okay?
go.
All right.
I mean, honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head. So
Yeah, it's just not quite clear enough for me to get it. Not quite. If they had gone for Poe and Flynn, if they had gone for it, it would be clear enough and I would remember. But they didn't. So
See, I actually thought that you were putting in something extra since 2 of us failed, that you're making it like one of the bad guys got in the My Little Pony universe.
No, it was a good guy. It was a good guy. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Fine.
There was people, my friends who are Star Wars fans are gonna kill me. Okay. Oh yes, the good guy plane. How's this? The good guy. Also, this is my universe, my multi-universe, and in my multi-universe, whatever one I said is the good guys. So
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, good guy flies by, and you see Flynn just go. Yeah. That's real. That's real.
yep.
And he sort of like shoves one of the ponies out of his way because it's
He's like,
kind of crawling.
this is
all over
also
his
getting really tiring. So let me know when I can close it. Because holding up the
He actually gives one last longing gaze as you close it, and then continues to just like.
I'm pretty strong, but like opening realities to other multiverses, a lot of work. Okay. Last time I did it, I sucked in another universe and almost it was really bad. Never happening again.
Something happened here. But and he just opens. He like turns around and he types in a code on that basement door, and it creaks open, and he goes. The chat renamed the ships Bi-Wings, just so you know.
Yes.
Amazing.
So he
I love
opens the
it.
door and he goes, I think I need a smoke break. And he leaves.
Oh god.
And there's still like there's still the knocked out one like lying at your feet, and the like ponies are starting to sort of kind of crawl on her.
But there is.
Just
Feel bad, man. Sorry.
slowly reopens the My Little
fuck with
Pony
my bird.
tree just to like shove them in.
You
My
can
Little Pony.
roll for it again, and this one's queer.
Okay.
Can I address
What
the?
Jen?
I was wondering if I could address the
One.
knocked out body before me.
Yeah. Let's start with Jed speaking, and then what did you roll?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yes,
That's a
Jed.
good thing. I forget.
If there's like a unattended stool or chair nearby, I'd like to like prop it up in a corner, take the body of this knocked out red guard, put her in the chair, get the bottle of whiskey down the last of it, and just put it in her hand.
So you'll get the non-poison bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, the non-poison
The
bottle.
poison one is in my
one.
jacket.
Yes. And you got her for in fact, it's one of those like white folding chairs that is supposed to look kind of fancy and like designed to have like the like cloth stuff fit on top of it. So yeah, you have her just sort of passed out with the whiskey. All right. And yeah, the door is wide open. And you also, Theon, fortunately, when you open this portal, like someone has just put fresh, delicious bales of hay out into the farm area that they came from, like into the corral. And so all the ones that are in this room are like, and go like clopping back in.
Yes.
There were a couple that escaped into the room. You don't really know if they came.
It's fine.
But, like,
It's fine.
the infestation of My Little Ponies is gone.
Yes. And as he's about to close it, I'm just gonna put the guard inside of it as well. Just push them into the My Little Pony.
Slip the guard over into the My Little Pony universe.
Wait.
And then close it.
After Jed spent all that time meticulously like propping her up, Theon just shoves her.
Oh, no.
You know what? The last thing you
so
see is a little glimpse of her like in the middle of the corral with all these ponies. And now that she's in the My Little Pony universe, they're her size. And you actually see her come to as the ponies start to like nuzzle.
I was just gonna say it's gonna be a really interesting come to.
Yeah, and they start to nuzzle her face, and you kind of see like a look of happiness as it.
Oh my god!
Aww.
The basement doors
That's
open
so
for you.
Okay, let's go.
All right, bye, bitches. Let's go.
Okay, who's
I'm
leaving?
standing there like scratching the back of my neck. Well, that was a much better idea.
It's fine, Jed. Let's go.
Why
And I
didn't I
grab
think
him
of
and
that?
pull him in the door.
It was I liked your effort. So she wakes up with some whiskey there, you know?
Be a good time. Horses and
All
whiskey. Ponies and whiskey.
Exactly.
Down the stairs you go into the
I
basement.
want Sophia to lead us, just this little granny, just like, yep.
Yeah,
Sophia, wanna go first?
Sophia, you lead the
goes
way.
first.
Oh, you
Sophia
girl.
goes first.
Get
Just
it.
marching along. Just
Yes.
doing that 80s what was it, that walk with the
Jazzercise
high elbow-
walk.
Yeah, jazzercise.
And actually, as she does, you hear like da na 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 like you kind of it's just echoing somewhere in the background. It's really strange. She gets down to the bottom, and you look, and before you is a warehouse at least as big, if not bigger, than the entire Rat King Gallery. And there's a lot of really fascinating art in here. And you see that a lot of the art is in the process of being boxed away. And a lot of that art that you see, it's a little bit like, it's noble white men on horses looking like, rah! And you see like art that's like, it's almost like, like kind of propaganda art that it looks like, if we follow the leader, we shall succeed kind of stuff. The art that's being taken out of boxes. There's just a beautiful ballerina dancing with a dashing ballet dancer. You see two people dressed in women's clothing who are doing a tango in one of the paintings. You see a woman with short hair on a motorbike with like a woman wearing like lipstick and a long red dress like, perched on the back.
That's the key, guys. That's
there's
a clue, and there's definitely a gay cabal clue in that painting somewhere.
There's some very, very different art. You see just a beautiful portrait of a young woman with like a bigger brow and a squarer jaw, but like long flowing hair and a beautiful dress, just looking gorgeous in the sun. This is some interesting art. But you do hear like a low buzzing sound, and when you look in the back, there are laser lights blocking away a door with like, because this is like crazy town, like one of those big old timey, like it's a giant like safe thing with a lock that like turns. It's like huge. And then there are these like, you get why he said clicky clackies now, because they're almost just like wheel gears that like crash down like in front of each other, so the gear turns, and then there's like a big pull that goes and like another big pull that goes in like an unpredictable rhythm between the lights and like the big old safe.
Are there people in this room?
There are, in fact, there are two guards who are standing in front of the lights. So yes, there are two red guards. They seem really, really embroiled in a game of cards.
Real quick. just for shits and gigs, can on one of the famous white dudes doing white dude things, can I just draw a dick in the corner?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna have you roll for that.
Thank you.
can
Okay,
totally,
just-
you can
Yeah.
totally.
I was gonna
Thank
say,
you.
can we just like start painting one of them with like a
That
rainbow
was my
hair?
immediate thought.
You know what? Here's what I want to do. You get to decide what you paint on any of this stuff. If you're gonna spend some time on it, then I'm gonna make you make a roll. But if it's like really quick graffiti,
Yeah.
everybody can choose what it is that they do on this art.
I'm basically just splashing magic like rainbows on everything, being like rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. You get a rainbow. You get a rainbow.
So now, like, you
Amazing.
can see like an absolutely gorgeous drag queen on that horse instead of the
Yes.
guy. Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
And yes. And like the poster that was follow our leader now says, no pride for any without justice for all. Like it's all of this art has now like turned like super cool. Yes.
I'm gonna give them all hearts for eyes.
I want to turn one of the paintings into Sophia.
into Sophia.
Oh,
Boom.
that's
Nice.
so cute.
So that we have Sophia.
Just
I
strikes
want
the
you to
pose,
just,
and then it like puts on like a shadow onto the painting.
oh yes. Well, Sophia, this is a scene from your life in Sicily. Like the queerest scene that you can think of for Sophia's life. So could you tell us what the queerest scene of Sophia's life is?
It's a Sicilian.
Picture it.
Picture it, 1922 Sicilian countryside.
I love the little
Mountains on the back. Two young ladies, fresh skin and doughy-eyed, walking up the mountain with their milk. That's the queerest
I
thing.
love it.
That's so cute.
And like kind of just giving each other looks.
Yeah.
You can just read the looks. It's beautiful. By the way, I just want to say $10 away from a visit from ferrets.
Oh, yeah,
$10,
let's
everybody.
go.
We want some visit from
Yes.
ferrets. $10.
I want to see
$10
these
for
ferrets, please.
adorable
Hell,
ferretness.
if we
I
don't
really
have
love
$10 by 11, I'll give $10. I want
Hell
to
yeah. Yes, ferret visit, but like $10 for ferrets, and then we'll add another like really cool thing. But $10 for ferrets. All right, so what do you do
Oswald is
next?
convinced that the one with the one on the motorcycle with convinced that it has a clue. Can he search it for clues, please?
Yeah, sure.
cool.
And what are the clues that you're trying to find?
I don't know, something gay, something that's like secret anti what this dick thing, like that maybe there's secrets that is
What's his
hidden in
dick?
the painting.
Chalcedon.
Chalcedon. Yeah.
Yes. Emphasis
Feels
on
like
Dawn.
not Chalcedon's vibe, so maybe it was planted here
Yeah.
with some secret.
All right.
That's
So
my
I'd have you
thought
roll
process.
heists. Roll
Okay.
heist. What's your heist number?
My heist is 10.
10.
And I rolled 6.
6. Okay. So you actually notice the only
Ooh.
part, it's a very like subdued kind of color palette for this picture,
Mhm,
but there's
mhm.
one part that just catches the light. And there's a pin on that motorcycle jacket that this like awesome ass butch girl's wearing. And it's
Hell
an arrow.
yes. Oh, sit! Guys, stay calm. Come look at this. God, everyone, stay cool. And Oswald is panicking. No one else is panicking, but Oswald's like screaming at everyone else to stay calm. Because he might look uncool.
I'm just like taking pictures of all the like art, being like, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Sian,
yes.
Sian, pay
What?
attention.
Yeah,
Sian, come,
yeah,
look
okay,
at the, do you see it?
yeah,
I
see
found
it.
a clue. I've never found a clue
Yeah.
in my whole life. This is very exciting.
Oh wow, you reckon
I
that's
don't know what
we're
it
looking
means,
for?
but it looks important.
Snaps a picture of Sophia. Okay, yeah.
Can I quickly call over to the guards who were playing cards? Y'all hear that? Stay calm over there.
You don't get a response from them. They're just playing cards. And you notice that they're not talking to each other either, but they don't
They're
seem to hear.
They charmed? Are they like,
You think those
I
are
think
some of
they're
those
staying
guards
calm.
that
I
are
think they're
supposed to
doing great.
like
Can
act
I
like
walk over them?
like they don't hear anything or like nothing bothers them?
Oh,
Did you
like
say
the
how?
like the palace guards, like the British, like
The grenadier
amazing.
soldiers.
I
Can
wonder what
walk
they do
over
if
to
we
them?
went and took one of their cards.
So Sophia and Holly are going to walk over to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you walk over, they see you out of the corner of their eyes, which is really hard to do because those masks really kind of cut off your peripheral vision a little bit. But they see and they sort of startle. And then like one takes off his mask and you actually see that he's got like wireless headphones in his ear and you can hear a little bit of like dun, 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 music, like kind of $10 from Onion Siege. Yay! Let's see them noodles. Let's see them noodles.
Carrots
You want to pause
now.
and do noodles now?
Yeah, I will go
Okay.
get them.
Yes,
All right, we
want
need
a
to figure out what
secret.
the next. We need to figure out.
Do you
what
want
the
me to
next
bring
one-
all
I wish I had
six?
something cool to offer.
Bring what's
I know,
reasonable
me
for
too.
you. Bring what's
Okay.
reasonable for you to.
I'll
Well, we've got
try and-
lightsaber dance as a
ferret time.
possibility. We've got to the Trevor Project, $10 to the Trevor. So bring some
Okay.
ferrets, whatever's
Oh.
reasonable for you to handle.
Okay.
We could do the lightsaber dance. That could be a cool thing. We could all get up and do like a dance jam.
Oh, we got another one.
We got another one. We got another $10 to Black Lives Matter from Anonymous. Yay! My favorite
Yay!
donor. Yay!
Amazing.
Onion Siege wants several dozen ferrets, please.
Several dozen ferrets. Awesome. Yay! Yeah, lightsaber dance. That could be a thing. We could all, I don't know, like everybody do music and
We could all
somebody dance. We
sing,
could all do it.
the Golden Girls theme
Well,
song.
I could try to remember the parody that I made because we're not really supposed to sing the theme song, but I have a Golden Girls parody that I will sing.
Amazing.
At the end. So we got to 100. So if we get to 150, it's lightsaber dance, and if we get to 175, I'll say that it's Golden Girls parody. It's a D&D Golden Girls parody that I will
Oh my
try to
God.
remember.
I need that.
I will try really
I
hard
need it now.
to remember. All right. So in the meantime, one of the guards, like he takes off and you see the wireless headphones and you can kind of hear the rhythm and the beat, and he like drops the cards and he sort of stands up, and the other one kind of looks really startled and stands up really fast, and this like cheap like helmet just sort of kind of falls. Oh my god!
God! They're so cute! Oh
awesome.
my,
Someone
look
said
at
this in
their
chatter,
little-
what
are their
races-
names? Tell us their
Yes,
names.
yes,
Give us names, give us personality traits, like,
yes.
You need to
Here,
know
give me it.
everything.
I need it.
Don't run away from me yet. Okay, hello. So I brought 3 of them instead of the 6 because 2 of them are sleeping still, and another one's a biter, so I don't want him with me right now just yet. So this guy is Ralph. Hello. He's my little cutie.
Hello, Ralph. I said hello with the mute button on, so that's another $1 for Black Lives Matter at the end of the month. Yay!
Ralph is probably one of my nicer ones, definitely, because he likes to play, and he will literally kiss you all day, every day.
Kiss.
This guy is just now finally recovered after getting really sick, but this is Max.
Oh,
Yay.
baby.
Hi, Max.
So
So cute.
he's doing good now, but this is Max. He's my cutie. He's really chill, and this is his gay lover.
Oh! Stop
Ferrets,
it.
y'all. If I had known they were queer ferrets, I would have set the number higher.
Oh my God.
Oh no! I was like, I had to
Look at them! Oh my God, they're snug. Oh my God, they're
Aw.
kissing.
Okay,
I love
what's
them.
the gay lover's name?
Yes.
So this is Jack. Jack and Max,
Jack.
and they literally will not sleep without each other. Anywhere they go.
Ah!
They have to be
Stop
together.
it! That's so cute.
Cute.
Yep, they have to be together. I have pictures of them always just going everywhere together. They literally have a bag over there they like to sleep in together. Literally adorable. And
The game
one
is
of
over
Max-
because the DM is dead.
So cute.
So cute.
Oh my God.
And then the little
Yep.
noodles are gonna run away now. So
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Or
And
for
Jack.
goodness at the end when we do intros. They will be more
I can bring the other ones out at some point. So
at the end. Bring out the.
Yeah.
We'll do that during extros
okay.
or outros or whatever you call them. All right. So you've got like the other one like stands up in that cheap ass plastic helmet, just sort of falls to the ground, and they also have like wireless headphones, and theirs you can actually hear like kind of like you can hear like a singer just like really like
like a
hamming
bop.
it up. Yeah. And they drop the cards and they kind of go looking for their like light blades, and they kind of pick them up, and they're
Yeah, we're gonna rumble.
what are you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? It's like a kind of waifish looking white girl with red hair.
What game were they playing?
It looks like, I don't know. It's really kind of hard. It looks like they weren't playing anything particularly complicated.
Okay, so
Like
Sophia
war.
just sits on the chair closest to her and starts picking up the cards, being like, "What are you guys playing at?"
That's not important. That's not important right now. You need to leave. You need to leave.
She starts shuffling the cards. It goes, well, 2-card pickup.
Okay, so what is Sophia's goal?
Try to figure out what they're doing and distract them from everybody else.
Are you trying to distract them so that someone else can do something?
Sure. So
Okay, then I'll have you try to roll under crew.
Oh, I can do something. Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to sit down and try to help you with whatever you.
Okay, so both of you can try to roll under crew.
Holly is standing there very awkwardly, and then she like picks up a couple of cards and tries to figure out what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and like the other guy, he kind of like looks at you and like kind of gets like a little bit possessive of his cards. So like go ahead and roll under crew to see if that sufficiently distracts him.
Okay,
while they're doing this, Oswald kind of ducks behind. If there's any sort of like obstacles in the way, ducks behind and readies like a pistol that he has.
All right,
and it's keeping an eye on
it. What are Jed and Theon doing? Because seriously, shit is probably about to go down.
You want to go first?
Oh, I'm just gonna say, I'm still, to my knowledge, disguised, and I have a sheriff badge. So I'm gonna stand there looking very disapproving.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Okay, so that's also so the other one is let's go ahead and roll crew also as a help too, so you can help one of them, and these two might help the other because you're gonna intimidate her into not acting.
Yeah. That's right. Actually, the two of you are both actually in disguise. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. All right.
And Theon's gonna just sit there ready with like magic of the ready of like, if this goes bad, just gonna like slam the two guys' heads together.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna have Jed's role is gonna go to Theon, and Holly and Sophia's role are gonna go to Oswald. So Holly and Sophia, what did you roll?
I rolled a 10. This die likes to roll high, which is, of course, not good for the game I'm using it for.
No. Okay. And your crew is what?
I think 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Mine is a 4, and my crew is a 5.
Okay. So you do give Oswald the ability to roll 2d12.
Yeah.
Holly, you just kind of have a sense you're going to be on the hook if this goes bad. That's kind of,
She's standing there very awkwardly holding cards, trying to figure out what the fuck she's supposed to be doing.
Right. And Theon, go ahead and roll. Where's the ferret? Where the ferret can roll?
Little
You
hands.
see a little ferret just kind of going.
There we go. He got me a 3, so yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So Jed also, you can roll 2d12s.
All right. And what am I rolling?
2d12s, and what you're trying to do is intimidate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll 2d12s, and this is for heist.
Oh dear, heist is my worst by far. Oh, that's not great. That's super not great. My
Take the
heist
lowest
is 3.
number.
My heist is 3. I rolled a 6 and a 7.
It's a little 3.
Oh, no.
I'm not a sneaky
She
boy.
starts to brandish her weapon at you. All right, Oswald.
Oswald jumps the fuck out and it goes straight groin shot to one of them, whichever's closer.
Whichever's closer. The smaller, skinny redhead would be the closer.
All right, going for it.
So go ahead and roll heists.
Do I roll?
And you roll 2 because you got help from Sophia.
All right, my heist is 10, so we need something under that, and we got it. We got a 4.
All right, so you got her. She's shot. And
Hell
where
yeah.
were you aiming this? You said groin shot?
Groin.
Okay, she is double
Painful, but not lethal.
Yeah, she is well, potentially, but
she's potentially, yeah.
She depends on what veins and arteries are in the
Yeah,
blood.
very true. Oswald didn't think that far in advance.
No. That doesn't seem like Oswald's style, really.
Yeah.
She's doubled over on the floor and just like groaning and screaming.
All right.
And then her compatriot is then now going after Jed.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And just like swinging this like light like electronics. It's like a glaive, except it goes and has electricity on the end. I don't know what the heck to call that.
Can Oswald run and tackle?
Yeah, sure.
Yay.
Would my spell go off at this point?
Your spell.
Yeah, to like slam them basically.
Oh,
half.
do it.
That's right.
Yeah, you do
sorry,
that.
yes.
That reaction time's way faster than you running across the room.
As the redhead one starts to kind of fall, you can catch her more easily and slam their heads together.
Do it.
Catches them and goes whack right into the other person right as they're about to go, and just whack right into the other one.
Right.
Like
how about you go ahead and roll heist again, just for it to actually take out the other guy as he's rushing toward Jed.
Okay, sounds good. That is a 6, and I have a 6.
Woo!
Okay, so here's what happens on a draw. A draw is that you succeed, but there are consequences. And the consequences are that in hitting their heads together, one of them falls into one of the laser lights. And start to hear like a timer.
Oops.
Timer. So something starts
Time to
like,
go.
Beep, beep,
Time to go.
beep.
Wait, is
beep.
the laser still like? Are they still in between the laser?
Yeah, he's lying there with like a laser.
Okay.
Right. And
so,
some kind of timer has gone off. Like when you walk into a building and you don't type in the alarm code and it starts to give you like a countdown to when it's going to get blaringly loud.
So can Sophia go and try to start cooling him away from the laser? But of course, she's so frail that it's not really.
You can. I mean, he's not giving much resistance, and it's not a long way to pull. And so you pull him a few inches out, but he's already tripped the timer. So the timer starts.
Okay.
Holly,
It continues.
This has been fun. Time to go.
Holly, do you got a gadget for that to maybe stop that?
Oh, I might have
Like
something
a
that can
laser
help.
stopper.
Start rifling through my bag.
Laser stopper.
Can
You gotta have one of those.
I,
You got a big bag. You gotta have one of those in there.
can I do anything to try to disable the lasers?
Well, what do you want to do? Oh, and I just need to add that Ray, our producer, just typed in the chat, queer crew, the heist is secondary, which I
For real,
support.
though.
I think that makes it a better game. I agree.
Yes.
All right, Holly, you were saying.
Can I see any sort of panels on the wall or any sort of computer thing where?
Yeah, you can
I
actually
do
see
something.
you can actually see a panel, and you can actually even see a countdown on it, and it's a 3-minute countdown.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna do a crew help.
Okay, Holly, what are you wanting to do?
I guess is there anywhere I can work in the mechanical side of things to try to disable stuff, turn it off?
Yeah, isn't your specialty gadgetry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gadgetry.
Yeah, and you get to roll 2 anyway because it's your specialty. But also I'm gonna do the thing where you get to roll 3. I'm sorry, the game developer. I'm doing my best mechanics, but I think this is cool. So we'll do it that way if you want to help her.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm basically going to use magic to enhance her eyes so that she can see right through everything into the all the mechanical and stuff. Basically,
I like that. Okay.
Oh shit!
Great.
Let's
Hell
go.
Nice.
That is a 2.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do instead of having you roll 3d12. Pick your best stat, and you get to roll that one with 2d12 to try to go under it.
Okay, that would be heist. Okay,
Heist is yours, so it's perfect. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Wormwood Gaming, for the bits. Thank you.
Woo! Hi, Wormwood. Hi, Polly.
Ferret says
Okay, yeah,
thank you.
I got a 5.
That's the best.
I rolled my bad dice and my ace dice, and I got a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
Peace.
All right.
Nice.
So you're going into this and you're trying to stop the countdown?
Yes.
Okay. So you manage, you go in and now that you can kind of see how the gears work and stuff, you can actually take out like a few like little scissors and you can pull like the paneling off a little bit and just like clip the wires on the countdown. So you're pretty sure that you stopped the countdown. Pretty sure. You don't know if like the sound even just of the beeping of the countdown was hearable up in the hallway, but you're pretty sure that the countdown stopped. So whatever that was going to do, probably not happening.
Okay.
So you have 2 passed out red guards, and you have who appear to have had like basically like Halloween costume uniforms.
Oh,
$25
that's so
from
sad.
Adam and Bex for Black Lives
Woo!
Matter. Love you, Adam and Becky. Thank you. Thank you. That brings us now. What was we were going to do lightsaber dance at 1. Help me. Lightsaber dance at what?
150.
150. And at 200, it's thank you for being a friend.
175.
D&D
It was.
parody.
That's 175.
175. You're right. Okay, so I think now we're at like 125. So if I know correctly, we're 25 away from a lightsaber dance that Sean and Clara are going to do. 25
yeah.
away, and then we're 50 away from D&D parody of "Thank You for Being a Friend." All right. Okay, what are we going to do with these lasers?
So the timer's off, but the lasers are still there.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Wait, are the timers actually off, or do we think that they're off?
She's pretty positive. Like Holly's expertise is such that she's pretty positive.
I'm not. It's not like a silent alarm. Wow.
No. Holly, you would have known.
I'm pretty sure it's off. I really think we're okay now. I mean, I don't know if it sounded upstairs or not, so somebody might know and could be on the way down, so we probably better hurry.
Huh. By the way, you might not need contacts ever.
This is really cool, thank you.
Yeah, it'll wear off eventually.
I can do
but,
all sorts of stuff like this.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The first time you get glasses.
You'll never need glasses ever again. So I mean, that's a good thing. If it wears off, let me know when it does.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got these goggles I wear sometimes, but it would be really cool to not have to wear them.
You just see through all the circuitry. So yeah, there you go.
So with the lasers, so what's how much spacing do we have between these lasers? Like human size, dog size,
contortionist human size.
So
right.
See, I just want to throw. I feel like, So
could Oswald find one area and just throw?
That's what I was thinking. Theon mentioned that he was pick upable weight. And
oh God. I mean,
strong. So I just feel like I could torpedo that shit, just find a pinhole and just I don't know. Just spitballing here. Spitballing. That's my thought process.
Let's see if someone wants. Well, okay, go on.
I have an idea, maybe with that idea. If you give me enough force, maybe I could go and try and use my magic to throw me through the wall.
There will be force. There will be speed, trajectory. I got you.
Myself and putting a portal on one side and portal onto the other side and go through.
Great. Can I throw you? Does this involve me throwing you?
I think that there's room for Sophia. And there's not as much room for Theon. However, Theon, you have practiced a type of magic that allows you to change places with people. So if Sophia gets through to the other side of the lasers, you could change places with her and be the one to do with the clicky claps.
Yeah, I could throw you just easily. I got you, girl.
Yeah, Sophia, go. Please go right through.
Yeah. All right. So, if somebody want to help them find the most ideal place and trajectory,
hip. I'm not going back to Shady Pines.
I have very gingerly picked up Sophia and she's on my shoulder, and I'm kind of holding her like this. I'm looking around.
Essentially a pillow landing on the other side.
1924, the Olympics.
All right, I got you. I'm there with you. We're picturing it together. All right, we're looking. We're picturing it. I'm here with you. I'm there.
Who's gonna help them find a gap?
I will be glad to help because I was gonna try and make a landing for them to crush Sophia.
Okay. All right. So roll and heist is your number that you're.
Okay. Oh, don't fail me, gay dice.
8 dice should never fail.
Gay dice got me a 5.
All right, and what's your heist?
6.
6. All right, you find the perfect Sophia shaped. There's even a little bit of a dent where her purse would just totally be able to yeah. And it's almost developed for Sophia.
I don't know who developed these lasers, guys, but Sophia, this is your purse shape. Right there for you. Go right there.
And I look over to Sophia and I go, "You ready?
The pearl
you got it. You got it.
The wicker basket.
You got to tuck. You got to tuck and roll. When you hit, you got to remember to roll when you hit the ground.
This is what your knitting skills are for.
You gotta clench your butt cheeks.
Roll. You just need to make sure that my hip stays intact. No Shady Pines.
I got it. I got you.
Shady Pines.
All right. Oswald, go ahead and roll, and heist is your number.
Yes. So
and you can roll 2d12 because you got help.
Beautiful. All right. Come on. Okay. First one was a 12. Oh, I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your heist?
10.
Okay. All right, cool. So why don't you describe the two of you what this looks like?
Oh my God. Okay, so we get a running start. We get we go to the back of the room.
Javelin.
I get I kind of squat. I do a couple squats, and I say, Sophia, you ready? You ready, girl? You're gonna tuck.
And I tuck my head down and with my chin, and all you see is just the top of my white hair.
Perfect.
And my purse.
Perfect. You got glasses? You want me to hold your glasses?
No, I got my glasses.
Okay, you got them? Okay, all right. And I run and I throw her and I try to throw her with a little bit of like a not topspin, but like side spin, so she spins a little bit.
Like a football.
yeah. And yeah, that's how I throw her.
And then Sophia, how do you land? What does it look like when you land?
Yeah. I tuck and roll.
Just like I told you, good job. That was a solid landing, 10 out of 10. Good job. Loved it.
And you stand
10
and
10
you,
would throw again.
you hear slow whirring as these gears start to move, and like I think they're like metal with like big metal, they're like hammers pounding down. You know, like did anyone see Galaxy Quest with like the ridiculous room for no reason where stuff crashes down? Like who possibly someone from the Galaxy Quest universe designed this. That's possibly what happened here. So that's what's in front of you, Sophia.
I don't. Okay.
All right, now you're on your own. Good job. Nice.
Now can I swap with her?
Yeah.
Yep, you can. You already know the ability. Go ahead and roll anyway, just to see. And this is just to see if like you land in the right place and you land in a favorable place. But so go ahead and roll.
Okay.
2.
Yep.
Okay, you not only do you land in the right place, you actually you land past the first gear. You overshot a little bit in a good way. And Sophia is out, and you see that there are 4 more gears in front of you. Boom, boom,
Oh.
boom, 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 boom.
Okay. This is an interesting one.
All right, who's going next?
I'm pretty
So,
tiny if you need to stick
do
me
I-
through there.
How do I stop the thing so they can come through? Can I see it from here?
I mean, you just see gears and hammers.
Just try to hold them real
So
tight.
I look at Holly
Grab
and I
him.
say, I think it's time for you to go and help them with these gears.
Right, I'll see what I can do.
You ready? All right, I pick you up. I'll grab you. I say, you ready?
Oh,
Walk back. All right,
okay.
here we go.
You are aware
3,
you're about to be tossed.
2, 1, and I do the same running, same kind of side spin, and I'll go for it.
All right, make your roll. And like, I mean, I'm gonna say, Holly, like you didn't really realize that was happening. It's a little bit like, what the? Oh my god! All right, there's room.
I'm assuming I don't have advantage for this one. I just roll once.
Because
Okay.
you didn't wait for anybody to
Oh,
help
no.
you, so
You're just a little too excited.
That's a 6, and my heist is 10. So you make it.
Okay.
all right, you like
Did not
feel
get
like
smashed.
Touch and roll!
oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. All right, and it's timed well enough that you're actually right next to Thea. There are 4 more hammers. Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, that was
boom.
Good
exciting.
job.
Yeah, definitely. I have a sort of idea. Do you think you can like gunk up these and I'll try and like basically force them to stay up and then we can get through?
An idea. I could probably do something like that. I got all sorts of junk and sticky stuff and
I would like, I mean,
Like you do, sticky stuff. Like that's you carry that. Yeah.
you know, like some form of like maybe sticky oil thingy. I don't know what
yeah, I
kind of
got
gadget
like
you have, but
some sort of adhesive stuff in here.
Yeah, I mean, you know that your niece actually loves bubble gum, and you actually picked up like a 12-pack and stuck it in your pocket on the way. So you have that. You probably have some epoxy stuff too. Not as much.
go
You
gadget
have,
bubble
like
gum.
Bubblicious, like the pink stuff. With,
Just a giant gun. It just shoots gum.
actually, you know what?
The
It's a
Babe
rainbow
Ruth
colored
gum.
pack. It's a rainbow colored pack of
Words.
Bubblicious.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you roll for sticking bubble gum in places?
So here's how this has to work if you want to make it work, because you can't like walk right up to the gears. You have to like chew it to make it soft and then spit it into the gears in order to like slow them down, like one by one.
So
So
a couple handfuls, hand half of them over to Theon.
So you're both gonna, okay, so like who gets which color?
Oh, I figured it was
so
like
important.
each piece was just rainbow striped.
Oh, well, we could do that too. Rainbow stripe. That's good. That's
Every
good.
piece is rainbow.
Zebra gum.
Every piece is rainbow.
Like
Um,
Zebra.
All right. So
I
you cheer up-
literally just had to look up the Galaxy Quest chompers.
wait,
Every time
wait.
I'm playing
you have
a
seen
video
Galaxy
game
Quest, my
where
I
wife.
have, but I don't remember the scene.
You were saying, Holly?
Every time, well, this is Kestrel, but anytime I'm playing a game a video game where you roll to get out of the way of something, you're trying to dodge or whatever, I think of Galaxy Quest. And when Tim Allen's running across and he just rolls across from stone to stone, and Sigourney Weaver's like, "What are you doing?"
All right. So roll to spit.
Is that clear?
It's heist
Definitely.
because you're trying to do a heist thing.
Mhm. Is it
Okay.
both of us rolling heist? Or
Yes.
is one of us doing crew and then doing heist?
It's up to you.
I assume we're helping and then we're doing like the heist. Because I was going to do like, while, Holly's doing this like gucking up thing, I'm going to use magic to basically make tendrils to like hold up the gears so it's like stop.
I see. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And like, what do the tendrils look like?
I'm thinking like some form of like icky black kind of smoke like thing, but it's rainbow pride. So,
It's a little glittery too. Yeah.
A little glittery.
And again, like, because it looks a little club-like, so you get a little more of that like sort of vibe when it comes out.
You hear the it's 2.5 Men theme song. Men.
Oh my God.
Men. He's like, I just got men on my mind. I'm sorry. Just it's a thing.
Every once in a while,
That's
it laps over with the "It's Raining Men." Also, like kind of in there, it's like woven in pretty well. All right, so that's the sample that goes with it. So,
Yeah.
all right, go ahead and roll crew.
Okay.
3. Okay, and it is your turn, Holly, to go ahead and roll.
Okay, so then do I roll 2 of them?
Yeah, roll 2.
Okay. It's heist?
Yeah.
Got 3.
Okay. All right. So you are like, and you're able to sort of evenly distribute the gum at the exact right place in the gears. And these tendrils, these singing men tendrils, are able to like hold up the hammers long enough that you get the gears exactly stuck. And you hear this like sound
Nice
as
job.
they stick. And now in front of you, you see the big safe door with the giant, what is it called? The like turny rolly thing.
Dial?
The dial.
Oh, a dial,
I'm going to go
yeah.
with dial. The giant dial.
Okay.
Alex, do you know the name? What is it called?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have no idea. I was just going to try and flag down Theon for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Now, Theon, if you could just get me over there, I do believe I have very sensitive, safe cracking implements on me.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Are you opposed to being thrown over there?
Don't throw. Don't throw. I'm gonna like walk up to the
Like,
safe.
how are
and
you
then
feeling about it?
I'm gonna just teleport myself back and swap places. So that Jen is
Okay.
where I'm at the door, and then I'm back where everyone else is.
There's a little poof of pink smoke when you disappear. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Okay,
and then
so-
It's just
now
about to pick
Jed's
him
in
up.
his place.
pretty neat trick.
You guys have fun
As
over there.
would I, as a self-respecting Wild West cowboy outlaw, have any dynamite on me?
I am so okay with you having dynamite on you. I am
Hell yeah.
so okay.
Yes.
That you
Great.
just, and you're still in
Yes.
those red robes, so the dynamite is like inside one of the red robes and just like kind of organized in little pockets.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
So I will begin taking out the dynamite and just rigging the front of the safe to blow. And then once I feel confident, I will like lay out the wire, like toss it through the lasers to Oswald to catch.
Hell yeah.
And then I will
got you.
get back into my normal clothes, reach into my pocket, pull out this like worn, faded rainbow bandana and tie it around.
I feel like you have to have an outfit change for that to have the same, like, you have to get back
yeah.
into the cowboy getup.
Yeah, I get back into the cowboy gear. Self-respecting bank robber can rob without a bandana. It's indecent. And then I would like to blow the vault.
All right, let's go ahead and roll. And Heist is the one that you're rolling under.
Okay, now here's the problem though. Heist is my worst by far. It's a 3.
We like duck
Is
and
there-
cover, so like stop, drop, and roll. Like I'm worried that. Okay, you got. Oswald hides.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not unwise. Is anyone going to do anything to help? What is your specialization?
Moral support from afar. You got this.
My
bro.
specialization is muscle.
Muscle. This is not quite muscle, but
No,
I'm gonna
not quite.
moral support
Words
from
of
afar. I think if
encouragement.
you're gonna do, did anybody see or cheer the documentary?
Oh.
No, you should watch
I
it.
don't
It's
think
great,
so.
and it's also super queer. But
Hell yeah.
Mat Talk. You're doing what's called Mat Talk. You're going like, you can do it. You got this. I got
Yeah.
you. You can do it. You can do it. This is
Is
like
that me?
Yeah, you were saying like
Hell
this
yeah.
is like this is a
Yeah.
moment of solidarity.
Let's-
This is a moment of community.
let's
This is
go,
us knowing
bro.
that we are all in it together as queer folk, and you
Yeah.
are rolling crew to help him.
Good job, you got it. That's about
You know
as
what?
supportive.
Actually, if the whole group decides to do this Mat Talk, if the whole group decides, then I will let him roll 2 under his best stat instead of under his worst. But the whole group has to do some like
We're
cheerleading.
supporting.
Theo's
Right
gonna
now.
like yell everyone, tell everyone, okay, here's a cheer from a little bit of my time. Okay, everyone in this, we're all in this together. I just started yelling the theme song to literally High School Musical.
Sophia's just waving
Oswald-
around her wicker purse. Picking up
Oswald
her
just kind of
skirt.
sways uncomfortably.
Holly,
All right. Well, then-
what is
Holly
Holly
I was
doing?
just gonna
starts
say good luck, have
waving,
fun,
kind
but
of-
okay.
Confused and not sure what to say, but she waves to get into it.
All right. I feel like for that, I'll let you do your medium stat. 2 under your medium stat.
Okay, I don't have a medium stat. I have 3 in Heist and 9 in Crew and Queer.
Then it's 9. Then it's 9. Worked out.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm channeling all the good vibes I possibly can
Yeah,
from my
yeah.
rainbow bandana and just going for it. Push the plunger. Oh, and that's great. I got a 5 under 9.
Nice. Okay.
Woo!
So there is an
your head in
explosion,
the
and
game.
you are so like you've been around bank heists before. You even know where to go to not get hit by shrapnel. You're actually like hiding behind one of the gummed up gear works. And it explodes, and there is now an opening in order to get to where you see a gorgeous chandelier. And somehow this room where it is, it's hung from the ceiling. Excuse me, I'm burpy. That's what soda does. It's hung from the ceiling, and there's like light shining out of it, and you see little rainbow, little specks just all over, and they're actually going over the front of your face too.
Oh.
Now,
Jed, you look beautiful. It's a nice look. I like it.
Thank you.
the only problem with giant explosions is that they're noisy. So you're fairly certain that someone might have heard this, and you might have limited time.
Is there something I can like jam in front of the door that we just came in? Like the door to the storeroom? Can I take like some paintings, like the shitty ones? Like paintings that I
move the giant horse sculpture.
Yeah, the painting of all the white dudes on horses. Can I just kind of like smash them?
I
And-
will even give you that there's a horse dude statue.
Oh, hell.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
and I
Horse
push
dude
it in front of the
statue.
door.
And
Yes.
he's not a drag
Okay.
queen.
I
Yes.
I am imagining anybody who's flown into Denver International Airport, there is a big, giant, bright blue horse statue with glowing
my
red
God.
eyes.
Yes.
So I'm imagining something like that we've turned into rainbow horse
Yes.
statue.
Yes.
Shove it.
With a
right.
lovely diva nobleman on top of it.
Yes. Yes. So that's guarding the door for you.
Great.
All
Our
right.
trusty steed.
Yes. And you start hearing some banging on the door. But
Okay,
but it's
time to
holding.
go, friends. Bye. Are
Um,
they still there? Do we still have lasers to deal with?
There's still lasers, but the only thing they're gonna do is make noise.
Oh,
And you already made noise.
let's go. They
Um,
could have been damaged lasers. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, the guy would have fried his head, so we know that he didn't fry his head, so that's at least good.
Okay.
Sophia just starts, doing
Let's huff
that
it.
jazzercise
Yeah, we run.
walk through the
Run through the
Okay.
lasers.
Who's picking up the chandelier and where are you running? Because right
Is
now
it big
you
enough to
have a
hold?
door
Wait,
blocked.
wait. Is it can Theon do a spell to make it small enough?
That's
to
what I was gonna say.
fit
Can
in
I
my
shrink
purse?
it?
Let's go.
Fit into Sophia's purse.
Yes, you can totally do that. Let's go ahead and roll though to make sure that you shrink it far enough and that it doesn't make clinking noises while it's in her.
The clinky clank sounds.
Okay. Heist.
Mhm.
Cool. 3.
Sheesh. Okay, cool. Yes, it shrinks down perfectly and fits in your purse. Okay. So
Safe.
now you have an exploded safe. You have gummed up hammer gear things. You have those laser lights, and you have people banging on a door that's guarded by like a rainbow horse. And that's the way to get out.
Jake,
So
can
what
you
are you
like
gonna do?
Jake, can you like make another explosion in like another wall to get us out? Like, is that replicatable what you just did?
Do I have enough dynamite for that, GM?
You could make a big hole, but you are underground.
I have a question. Was
Didn't
that
think it-
arrow, like, could we see
Think about
anything
that.
else near the chandelier? Was that arrow near it?
The arrow was on a painting that's out like in the, so like you've got the stairs and then you've got the big storeroom and then you've got the safe in the back. So the gal on the motorcycle with the little arrow pin, that's on a piece of art in the middle.
Maybe it's pointing to a secret passageway.
No, I think that's the arrow that we're supposed to.
Oh, like the actual? No, but it's not real. It's on a painting. I don't.
Well, wait,
Paintings
did you
aren't-
touch the arrow?
Paintings aren't real. I'm confused. I don't understand. We go. Do you want to touch it?
You should go. Yeah, you should go try to touch it.
Okay, I'm gonna go touch it.
I have an idea if somebody's got me a painting to the outside. Hey, does anyone got like any idea of like something to like did anyone take a picture of like the outside? Got a picture of the outside of here?
No.
Anyone? No?
You're,
Holly.
you're taking. You're taking
I always
lots
have
of
a
pictures,
picture
right?
of my daughter Dorothy with me.
Yeah, there's a picture of Miami. You have a picture of Miami. I'm gonna, before you do that though, I'm gonna do Oswald touching the arrow.
Okay.
So you reach out and you touch this arrow, and
Yeah.
you've touched paintings before. You're not the most like well-mannered person, so like you
Oh,
touch
yeah.
stuff at museums.
Oh yeah.
And so like at first you feel like a little bit of like the greasiness of paint, but you actually start to feel almost like there's some like little almost like metallic thing that you feel. And in just a split moment, like it's almost like the girl on the motorcycle is looking at you and saying, it'll be okay.
Oh.
In this
hell
moment,
yeah.
in the middle of this heist, what do you most want?
Me?
Yeah.
Oswald?
In this moment during this heist, what does Oswald most want?
Oswald is still thinking about the cute man from before, and he just wants to have the courage to go up to him. And he hasn't stopped thinking about him, and he doesn't feel like he was kind of mean and he was kind of shy, and that's like not a good combination. And he kind of wishes he could do it over again and be cooler and get a smooch. Oswald is like thinking about the lasers. Like when he was throwing people, his head was in the game, but when his head is not in the game, that's where Oswald's at.
It's with the Chili's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always with the Chili's.
As you pull your finger away,
on
you
a date
swear
at Chili's.
at Chili's with a Chili's. So Chili's has all the chill in that relationship. As you pull your hand away,
Sweating.
you swear to God you see the girl on the bike just go, I got you.
Yay!
And you have this, in your heart that you're gonna get back there. You just know. All right. What is Theon doing? Looking for some kind of painting or some kind of something with a picture somewhere to go.
He sees like the Miami painting and goes, who wants to walk to Miami? Sophia, you want to go home?
I can't leave it, Chili's. I can't.
Well, it's fine. I'll bring him with at some point. We'll call him up. I'll get his number. Get his number.
Okay.
I can find him. Trust me. Trust me. Look, see me pull up in a world to another multiverse. I can get his number. We're gays.
Take a roll to see if something that might happen happens. Just a moment. I need to
roll to see if something that might happen happens.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay. You don't see a painting or a picture of anywhere but Miami or whatever random places these paintings are from. You do have two options that occur to you, and one is that you could probably alter one of the paintings like you already have, although it might be crude. The other is that there are some boxes near the bottom of the stairs that appear to have some kind of brochure or menu, or like there's some kind of thing that they might be handing out to the guests in the dining area. That is also available.
Quickly is gonna like look at the brochure just to like see what it is to like double check.
It is a picture of the podium and the stage right in the middle of the dining area.
Let's go.
Is anyone there currently?
It's just a picture on a brochure, so there's no.
Oh, I mean, like,
it's like,
is anyone up
welcome to
there
the Rat
currently?
King Gallery.
I don't think we know.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to go to the Rat King Gallery dining room, or do you guys want to go to Miami?
Oh, I want to stay here, but that's just me.
Sure, fine, okay, I get it.
I'm
Let's do
going to
this.
need to back you up there for a second. What's a Miami? I am very confused.
We'll let you know when we get there eventually. It's gonna look at the poster and basically plants it on the wall and then try and basically make it a walkway to a
Like
store.
Super Mario 64 style, where
Yes.
you can like,
Like,
hell
you
yes.
just enter a picture
Yeah.
and go into it, and then we're there.
All right, roll heist.
Oh god. Don't fail me now, gay dice. And gay dice don't roll away from me either. That is a 5.
And heist is.
6.
Oh my gosh, Jill. I don't know if I'm just like, I'm probably murdering the mechanics. I'm so sorry if the creator of this like actually ever watched. I'm
Gay
so
dice.
sorry. I
Don't
really
fail.
suck at mechanics. But on the other hand, this is more fun anyway.
Yeah,
Having
stop it,
everyone
you're doing
succeed with how
great.
creative y'all are. Okay,
It's a
so
lot of fun.
you walk on a walkway, and it's a weird sort of situation where like I want you to describe. There's like this middle zone that you walk through, and it is like your queer magic, your gay as
Oh
fuck magic
my god.
is like powering this. So what does this bridge between the basement and the podium and the dining area look and feel and sound like?
It's like essentially. Have you guys ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
You know, like how there's like just an invisible like
Yes.
walkway up, and like there's
Yes.
glass, and it's all beautiful
Yes.
and like sparkly and rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
it's like
sparkly
that.
rainbow glass walkway.
Ah!
And you guys like we're all walking up, and then it's like, hey, here we are. Oh, that actually worked. And I
So you
didn't
get-
shatter anything.
You get to the top of the stairs, and it's almost like there's like a trap door, and you open the trap door, and you know that trap door is not really there, but you each climb up, and it's like you into existence. And you are now on the dais in front of all of the fundraise people who are eating, and there's just like, you hear that like kind of clink sound. That's doesn't really work, but that's okay. You hear
Like
that kind
the-
of clink sound, and then it just sort of stops, and people kind of taking a breath, and you see everybody looking behind you and at you, and you see 3 people walking down the stairs. You see Chalcedon, you see his wife
Yes, I can
Karen,
dance him.
and you see his daughter Bess walking down the stairs, and you standing on the podium where they are walking. You have like
Real
a
razzle
few-
dazzle.
All right, what are you gonna do? Because you have like a few seconds before people react.
Oswald just starts doing like a kick line and like jazz hands as if he was always supposed to be here and he's the entertainment.
Everybody else see
Absolutely.
Oswald and get into
I mean,
a
remember,
line.
this is a 7 foot tall, very large man in a full leather cloak. But I don't know if it's convincing, but he's seen it in movies. That's what he's doing.
Does everybody else
Oh
get
my
into the
God.
kick line?
I see that Oswald has
Absolutely.
started
And it's
dancing,
so
and I would like to
awkward
follow.
because of the height
Okay.
Wait, what's Jed
differentiation.
doing? Wait, I couldn't hear Jed. What?
Oh, I was just going to say, I see that Oswald has started dancing, and I would like to follow suit, but the only way I know how to dance is square dancing, so that's what I'm going to start doing.
Okay, so you've got one person doing like rock set, like kicking, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you're doing square dancing, and then Sophia, what are you doing?
I'll grab Holly and we'll start doing the tango.
Awesome.
Oh no!
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and we'll let Theon do his thing when he comes back too. So
Okay.
what are you gonna do? We've got a tango going, we got a square dance going, we got a high kick going. What are you doing on the podium?
Oh god. I don't even know. He's gonna probably do like some form of like a waltz type of dance. And underhandedly, I just want to like underhandedly as the Chalcedon's walking down the stairs, his pants are just gonna fall down.
Okay. We're gonna do essentially a group challenge. I'm gonna have everybody roll heist. And like we just want a majority of people to roll under your target number. And then Theon, you're gonna do another thing for the pantsing.
Okay.
That'll be another roll. That'll be probably queer.
Okay. Yes. Weird. I'm gay. I'm gay and I want this on social media.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Would she already fail?
Yeah, so my queer is a 10 and I rolled a 12. So
Okay. So we got one fail. But we
got
can
a
have
5.
2 fails. So you
I got
succeed.
a-
What did you get, Sophia?
I got a 10 out of an
And what's your heist?
9.
Okay, so we got 2 fails, 1 success.
come on, Jed. Kill it with the square dancing.
If we're rolling heist, I got a 3, and my heist is 3. So I don't know if
So
that's
you have a
fail or
draw.
success.
You have a draw. You have a draw. So you can still have this work out. There just would be consequences depending on how Holly. So we have
I
one.
rolled an 8 and my heist is an 8.
Okay, so that's good. So you succeed, but it's a conditional success. It's a draw. Okay.
love
so
this.
you succeed with a draw, which means that you don't immediately have security going. You have a lot of people going like, huh?
I like that Thea's the one that looks the best up here doing the waltz.
And you also have a couple people who are just like starting to record. Right. And now I'm gonna let Theon roll for the pantsing.
What? Yes.
Hell yeah.
I want him to pants.
All right. All
Pants
right.
his kid. I mean, I don't want to pants his wife too, but I'd be like, maybe accidentally slipped and be like, oops, her skirt went up for a second.
Well, I would say instead, like she probably like trips just a little bit, looks really dumb.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And like you are able to like his pants just sort of kind of get loose for a moment, and then you see that he's got like little boxers with teddy bears on them. And that's
And
what
then
you get a picture of.
I'm just like, click. Okay, guys, let's run.
Yeah, you managed to do that. And like again, this is the draw. This is the conditional successes. You do that click. And you guys are getting ready to run. That's when you notice that the entire service staff is rushing up. You see 1 or 2 people realizing things and starting to run out. And like there's chaos is starting to ensue. Clearly something is going on and people are starting to think they should take off.
Okay.
I would say that Oswald, because of that experience that you had with that painting,
Yes.
like that, you still feel the spirit of that gal on the
my God.
motorcycle just has your
Yes.
back. There's some just like queer ass solidarity going.
Oh, hell yeah.
Feel it. And one of the people who you see running out is this guy dressed in like kind of Renaissance gear or garb. I don't know, gear.
Okay.
Renaissance garb.
Yeah.
And he's got that arrow pin on him.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he's headed out. All the service staff are headed in. People are kind of running around in a panic. They don't know whether to arrest you or what to do. Chalcedon is like screaming at like, how did you let these people in here? How did this happen? What is going on here? And you see that Bess is also starting to sort of sneak off in another direction while all this is happening. So you see Arrow Guy go this way. You see Bess go this way. Chalcedon's still standing on the stairs yelling. All the service staff have come in on the kitchen, and the rest of the crowd is like, everywhere.
Where are the Achilles? Do I see him?
Oh, yeah, Achilles. He would not want you to call him Achilles.
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 Achilles,
He comes
We
out
just
of
met
the
him.
hallway too. He's with the service staff, and he sees you. He catches your eye.
All right. Oswald draws his gun, makes eye contact with Achilles, and what does Oswald do? Panics. And
Motorcycle
Yeah.
lady though in the back of your head is like, I got you. I
Okay.
got you.
all right. So he turns around and aims at what's his dick?
At the guy running out.
No, at the head dude.
At Chalcedon.
Yeah,
Okay.
at Chalcedon, and attempts to shoot him
All right, go ahead and roll. And this would be heist, and it's
with a
muscle,
flourish
so roll
of his
2.
leather cloak.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Roll 2. And Achilles actually runs up to you and runs up to your side. He
Can I
actually
grab his-
drops a
Can I
tray
grab his
full of
hand?
Yes, he drops a
Okay,
tray.
yay!
He drops a tray full of champagne to run up to you, and then he takes your hand as you go after
Can I
Chalcedon.
go and I
with your-
see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What am I rolling? I'm rolling heist.
Yes.
All
And
right.
you're gonna roll 2 because this is
Okay.
muscle.
Okay.
I love the ship name Chili's. Kestrel, yes, I love
Oh,
it.
I got 2 ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Oh,
they
The
call it
rain. Can I
something
have
that's
rain
funny.
coming down in the whole
Yeah.
room
You
as this
get-
happens?
Yes, you get to have this look however you want.
Oh,
You at the very
yeah.
least hit Chalcedon. And that you can have another thing happen. Any other thing fortuitous that you want to have
kiss
happen.
a Chili's.
Okay, so like as the gun discharges, Achilles leans in and gives you just a long, lingering kiss. And it's like time stops.
Oh.
And when you look
You
up,
guys just slightly turn a little bit, right? Like it's like a camera pan.
yes. And actually you can see them from like the top of the room. It like kind of goes in a spiral. And then it comes down and Chalcedon is on the ground just he's alive, but like it appears that the bullet may have like done something to just like make it so that he could maybe never speak again.
That's fine. You can
Just
shut his damn mouth.
right off.
Damn straight.
Never gonna say stupid shit ever again. Also, like the thumbs he would use to type something to put on Twitter, those are also just somehow gone. All those.
Amazing.
Or what is everybody else doing?
Yeah, we're just kissing now.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
that's
just the
happening.
world stops.
That's it. Oswald out.
If there are any guards approaching, I would like to take out my revolver and start shooting. My moral code is very much against murder, but it's a lot fuzzier on the topic of kneecaps. So that's where I'm
Okay. All right, you're gonna kneecap all the guards. All right, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. And are you muscle too?
Yes.
Okay, so you can roll too.
All right.
And
Oh, great! I rolled an 8 and a 1, so I'm good.
All right, you're way good. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to hold off all the guards. The guards aren't getting there. So Arrow Guy running one way, Bess running another way. Chalcedon's out. The guards are all taken care of by Jed. Sophia, what do you do?
Oh, all the guards are taken care of?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
He's in that Western sort of style. Yeah. Who we've got Sophia, Holly, and Theon. What are the three of you doing? Whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll if all the guards are taken care of, I'll go over there and each one of them be like, yeah, that's what you get.
And like as they're like in pain, like you really
What would your
actually
mother
see
think?
the shame on their faces.
Yeah.
You see the shame. And do you have any goal in doing that? Is it more like for satisfaction, or is there something you want to get out of them?
No, it's just for satisfaction.
Okay. All right. You feel very satisfied. You feel very, very, they are reconsidering their life choices right now. They really are.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm just giving them the grandma disappointment look.
One of them, even as he rolls around the floor with his knees, just like, I'll do better. I'm sorry. I'll do better. Okay. Holly and Theon, what are you doing?
Is there any posters in here of like any paintings or anything of any?
The
like,
paintings
places?
are all the way up around the upper story, posted up there. Yeah.
Okay, where do they all go to? Do any of them go to somewhere?
There's all sorts of different places that they go. Yeah, it looks like there's one for like almost every major universe.
Is there Miami?
I will say yes, there's a Miami, or something that looks like it's probably Miami.
I'm like, hey Holly, can you give me that one down right about, center here somewhere?
You want me to get that down for you?
Yeah, just hit a gadget and just like knock it down. Just something to knock it down right here.
Could you maybe give me a boost?
Yeah, I can do that.
Pull like a telescoping rod out of her pouch and makes it go up and then reaches down, stabs at the poster to knock it down.
All right. Go ahead, and this is to escape, I imagine.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
What's
So
arrow?
this is
Are we
heist, and you
abandoning
can
arrow?
roll. You can roll crew, Theon, and then Holly. I'll have you roll heist.
Cool.
And Holly, I feel so bad. I'm messing the mechanics up so bad. They're like
This is
super
fine.
simple
This
too,
is
and
so
I
much
don't.
fun, though.
I don't know, maybe
No,
it's
you're-
clever.
No, you're fine.
I got a 4, so I'm just
good.
literally like using the air and just like pushing you up, and then you're just gonna have a soft landing at the end.
Okay, so you get to roll
Okay.
2, and then what's your best one? Heist, crew, or queer?
Haste, it's 8.
Okay.
2 days. I got a 6 on my bye days.
Okay. On the bite dice.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're able to like, and what does this look like? You have like a gadget that sort of reaches out and grabs it and pulls back?
Maybe like, those things that you see at like theme parks and zoos and stuff with the grabbers on one end and a So it's like that, but it's telescoping. So you can stretch it way up and then squeeze the handle at the end, and it just reaches up and grabs it, and she can use it to kind of jiggle the poster loose and pull it down.
All right, and you're able to do that. It looks like really cool because it's like pretty far, and this this painting is almost floating back to you, and it's all pastels with like with beautiful palm leaves, and you recognize it. Oh my god, the doggy!
Don't forget about the 80s white linen suits.
There are people in the 80s. Yeah, they're like leaning against each other, and you almost actually even hear da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, which you'll be able to hear a parody of if we donate more money to Black Lives Matter or the Trevor Project in the next 20 minutes. All right, so you're pulling back this painting. It looks really friggin' rad, and so now you have the painting in front of you.
And while she was doing that, I'm like getting ready to cast a spell to like basically transfer all of us to, hey, Jed, you want to see what Miami is? This is a Miami.
This is a Miami. Are we abandoning the arrow, or are we escaping? Are we
escaping? Because
the arrow for another day. All right, that's fine. Just clarifying.
All right.
I've got the social media pics and everything. We're good.
We did achieve 2 goals. We got the chandelier and we pants.
Social media.
That's pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, you can ask for.
So you are able to create another bridge to Miami.
Yep.
And you can even feel the humidity, the warm humidity, and hear the beach.
This time, as we're going up, all the Golden Girls and the theme song is playing as we go through the portal to get to Miami.
Can I take Chili's with me through the portal?
Chili's doesn't even give you a chance to ask.
Oh, hell yeah.
He just comes right with you.
Amazing.
So you come up, and you actually come up right on the back porch, Sophia, of your home in Miami. And it looks like the girls might be out, but you are on the back porch. You are at your home. You have the chandelier in your purse. You know who has the arrow and where he ran, and you also know that something's up with Bess, the daughter of Chalcedon. And you have a way of communicating with Bobby Cat and Sparkle Bear the pony. What do you do?
Immediately, Theon pulls out his phone and just sends all the pictures to the Cabal to be like, here, post these so you have them. I'm pretty sure he'll be shamed for life.
Wow, I ain't never seen a place like this before.
I sit down on our wicker lawn chairs and just kind of start rubbing my feet. Like, oh, I'm an old lady. Come on, you guys. This is too much excitement.
I'll run you a nice hot bath. We'll get you some Epsom salt soak. It'll be real good for you. Come on, let's go.
Achilles is like, this seems like a nice place.
If you want to
cheesecake?
Buy a house? We can buy a house. We can get a house right now. We can
get a house near the beach. The beach is right that way.
I will kick someone out of their house, and we will take their house, and it'll be our house. I can do that.
By the laws of these lands, it's not okay. But it's fine. If you get in trouble, you get in trouble. It's fine.
I mean,
Oswald is just so like. Oswald feels like he could do Oswald's ready to like fuck shit up. Whatever's got to happen.
Can I say, is Oswald like going from like depressing raining to like that kind of raining where like the sun is starting to peek through?
It's like rainbows now. Like this rain has
started. What is Piggy doing?
Oh my god. Okay, so Pig is now on Achilles' shoulders because he finally trusts someone else, because now Oswald has a friend finally, and is maybe pulling at my collar to maybe like pull us towards, I don't know, like a church to get married. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know.
Like tweet.
But the rain is gone now, and it's brighter, and there's little rainbows. I'm so happy.
That on your communique, you hear like a Sparkle Bear incoming.
Sparkle Bear?
Sparkle Bear is the My Little Pony who is second in command of the Gay Cabal.
This is Theon? Yeah. Did you need something?
Jed? Come in.
Oh,
Grab whatever this communicator looks like. I very much don't like it because it's very anachronistic to me. Howdy.
So when you activate the communicator, you actually get a little bit of like a view screen. And you see that scene by the barn again in the My Little Pony land. And you actually see the woman with the long red robe just sort of like happily dancing in the corral with like a bunch of ponies that are just like gallivanting. Now Sparkle Bear Pony is kind of on the grumpier pony side. Sparkle Bear Pony has like very thick gray fur. And just like, kind of has a little bit of a harsher look and a deeper voice. And he's like, square dancing, really? Square dancing? Square dancing.
Look, I saw we were dancing, and that.
Uh-oh.
Did you freeze?
Oh no, we
Oh, no.
lost.
I think
Did he go
Sparkle Bear
back to,
maybe
like,
have shamed
Western-
Jed into, yeah. You may have shamed Jed into like frozen. Oh no, Jed.
Sparkle Bear!
Oh, I'm so
Sparkle
sorry.
Bear! Look, Sparkle Bear and I like pull Tilly's into the frame.
Mhm.
I have a boyfriend now, and it's cool. This is the Tilly's.
I mean, that's very nice. That's very nice. But you guys realize,
Excited.
I'm going to go back to square
But
dancing.
you don't
You're all over,
understand.
you're all over the multiversal media. You know that, right? All your dancing.
puts the picture of Chalcedon in his pants, and he's like, "This is gonna be even bigger than us. Trust me."
Oh yes, it already has 3 million views.
Oh, good.
Already. It's good job on that. I'm just saying the dancing, we need to work on the dancing.
Look, my waltz
We
is
need
good,
to
right?
work. I think you need to practice your routine, all of you, before the next heist that you go on.
Yeah.
Just
Look, I'm a magic person. I rip, open multiverses. I don't dance often.
could we pick a genre? Could we just pick one kind of dancing?
The
for you all
cohesiveness
do?
wasn't there. I'm not gonna lie.
It was not. It was
Okay,
not
we
there,
should've-
and
It was
just
a
makes the
spur of the
cabal look
moment.
bad.
Hey, I started the kick line. Y'all could have followed in suit, but you didn't.
Everyone
Just
started
saying.
doing their own thing. I thought it was fun. It was unique. It was
Hey, there's
a
nothing
musical.
wrong with the tango.
We have a reputation to uphold. That's all I'm saying.
Look, all I'm saying is
maybe
my
we
waltz is
should
not bad.
Very
practice
queer.
it a
I don't know
bit
what
in
reputation
between
you're talking
missions
about.
so we can do it proper next time. But I mean,
Yeah.
we weren't exactly expecting that.
We could.
We'll work it out for next time.
We can.
Next
I'll
time,
do a little.
definitely.
I'll do a little teaching if you want me to do a little teaching.
Oh my
I'll do
God,
a little
yes.
teaching.
Plus, please.
We'll
Let's
get
go.
some we'll do that.
I'd
Okay.
like to learn
So
to dance real proper.
yeah. So
So then Sophia could come up and just open her purse and just kind of shake it at him and go like, "How do we get this to you?"
Catches it and is like, I think I can send it to you.
oh yeah, we'll come get it. We'll come get
Oh,
it.
okay, you
You can spend some time. You're in Miami, I see. You
Yeah.
can spend some time in Miami. Bobby Cat's going to come pick it up pretty soon.
Okay.
What happened to the arrow?
We know where it's at. We saw the person, but we kind of had some problems with Chalcedon at the time.
Yeah, got a little distracted, but we know where it is for sure.
Yep.
All
For
right.
sizzle.
We're gonna be on that one next. Next
gonna say-
time.
You ready to go for the arrow?
Yes.
All right. And as you say yes, Rose walks out of the house going, "Anybody want cheesecake?" And we end.
That's so cute! Yay!
Yay!
Yes.
So much. Even though I messed with the
Amazing!
mechanics, it's still the best thing ever.
Amazing!
All right, we're gonna just
That's
do
gross.
all of our opportunities to just let people know who we are, where you can find us, what we're doing. We're gonna go all through that. We have 12 more minutes. So if you want a lightsaber duel, if you want a D&D parody of Thank You for Being a Friend, either one of those is on the offing. We just need another donation between now and when we end at 9 in order to get one of those rewards. And thank you to everyone who has donated so far. You all rock. All right, who wants to go first? Who wants to tell us who you are? And if you want to do a character coda, you can do a character coda.
Let me go grab my last one of my other ferrets.
Yay, ferrets!
Kestrel, do you want to start?
Sure. I'm Kestrel Ray. I go by that on social media, anywhere that I'm on social media, mostly Twitter. I have an Instagram. I theoretically post there. It doesn't happen very often. I am gearing up to start a Patreon for cosplay on July 1st, and that's coming up really soon, and I'm getting a little anxious about it, but that's in the works, and I'm excited to. Have lots more games coming up in the next week. I will be posting about them on Twitter because I don't remember at the moment what game I have when, because there are too many.
You're in Monster Hearts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get to jam you in Monster Hearts on the 27th. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Yay.
I can't wait.
Right. Who wants to go? Oh, no, Ferret.
I'll go next. So-
Take a Ferret break.
Ferret.
Oh, I'll go next. So.
Introduce.
Yeah, hello. So everyone, firstly, I'm Nier. I'm Ferret King. You can find me on Twitter or Twitch. I usually do a lot of different D&D things or weird TTRPGs like this, where it's a lot of fun with a bunch of other people. So, you know, here we are. And these are 3 of my other ferrets. My other last 3.
Oh,
This is Olive. She's the cutie. She's a little cutie.
so cute.
Hello.
They're so slinky. Like they.
Oh, I know.
I love it.
This
It's like
is the
waterfalls
little-
of fur. It's
This
amazing.
is my little albino. This is Violet. She has her little beady red eyes and everything. She's really cute. And if you want my demon one, which I love him still, he's still really
We
cute.
love a demon. We
Right.
love it.
This is Rocket. He doesn't take any shit from anyone, and he will beat the crap out of most people. But you know, it's fine. We love him anyway.
I love his little bandit face.
He's
Yes.
a little bandit. He's a bandit for a reason. This is why we called him Rocket from Guardians of the
He
Galaxy.
kind of even has a "Don't fuck with me" ferret
Oh,
face.
Yeah.
sweet.
Like he kind of
He-
kind of looks like that.
he's kind of like, I will murder you.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
This is a stick up. Give me all your money.
Stick up
And,
ever.
Yeah, that's me.
Cookie.
Thank you. Anything else you want to make sure we know about you?
Oh, and here, because I've shown him, but I didn't really introduce him to everyone. This is Walter.
Hey.
Oh,
The little face.
This is my Target puppy, my English Bull Terrier, and he absolutely loves everyone. He's been trying to play with the ferrets all night and running them like crazy. So, hello. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yay. Thank you. That's plenty. That's fantastic. All right, Alex, you want to go next?
I can go next. Hi, everybody. I am Alex. Like I said earlier in the stream, you can find me on Twitter at AxolotlCure. I run a game of Invisible Sun on Thursday nights on the Open for Adventure Twitch channel. Invisible Sun is a game about secrets and surrealism, and it's really weird and it's really gay, and I have a ton of fun running it. And you can also find me playing a non-binary elf character on another Open for Adventure stream on Sundays from 4 to 7. That is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game where I am a player, and those are the 2 things I'm involved in right now. And yeah, that's about all I got.
So cool. Thank you. Clara,
Hi, I'm Clara.
otherwise
and
known as the
I-
Cup Goblin.
Otherwise known as the Cup Goblin. I play on random games that my wife asked me to play on to have fun. And if you want to keep up with me, well, then you just have to ask Jen what I'm doing.
No Twitter, and I have to say though, I feel like my wife really got me when she started like really understood me when she started contacting me over Discord instead of texting me, because she knew it was more likely I was going to see it.
Love that.
That was smart. So she's technically on Discord, but not really.
I really only communicate with one person on there.
Okay, Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray or Rachel. I am the community manager for a board game company. That's where you can find most of my stuff. So I work for Resonum, which is an indie board game company. We have a Twitch channel. That's my heart and soul. So if you want to see me, I'm on there every Tuesday and Thursday doing stuff. And sometimes I drag my coworkers to hang out with me. But it's just a lot of me talking nonsense and trying to get people to talk nonsense with me. I'm on Twitter at _Raybird_. That's pretty much it. We have a Kickstarter coming soon where if you're into surrealism, we're actually kickstarting a card game all about surrealist artists. So check that out. I hope it goes well. I'm excited for it. You can check that out on our Twitch channel or on our Twitter at Resonum. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's me.
Awesome. I'm never gonna forget the underscore before and after your name like ever again.
No worries. It's fine.
And apparently it was like a guy who hasn't been on in like 3 or 4 years. So I'm hoping like, there's never gonna be this one guy going, I was supposed to be in a game.
I missed it.
What? They liked me, and then I wasn't there. I'm Jen. I was your nervous GM, and now I'm not. And this was such an awesome group of people, and I just want to one more time put a plug in for Black Lives Matter and the Trevor Project. Like I said, our links are going to be open. We're going to be back on Tuesday for the Gods We Know, accepting donations and doing giveaways. There's going to be, I've heard, some found familiar discounts. We've got some really gorgeous dice bags, like really cool stuff. And then we're also on Thursday evenings. These are both at 6 Pacific, the time zone that matters. For Mind and the Martyr. So Tuesday evening, Thursday evening, and this coming Friday, we're going to have Gamer Girls as our last LGBTQIA feature Friday night. And then on the 27th from 8 a.m., because I wouldn't let it be any earlier, to 11 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to run 5 games. I think, let me see if I can remember them all. We've got Flying Circus, and Erica, the creator, is going to be running that one. We've got Kiss Her Before the World Ends, which I'm probably playing in. We've got, dude, I always forget one. We've got Glitter Hearts, and the creator of Glitter Hearts, Greg Leatherman, who we interviewed earlier this month, is a player in the game, not
really
in the game. He gets to play
That's
his
so
game, which
cool.
he's never done before. I'm going to be running Monster
nice.
Hearts, and Kestrel's going to be one of my players. And then we have Visigoths versus Molgoths. So those are, and our producer Ray, who you did not see, but he's here in spirit, is GMing that. So that's our schedule. That's what's up. You can see me in The Gods We Know and Mind and the Martyr. You can also find me on Twitter. And this is my always I have to do this. My Twitter handle, it's Quixote Jen. I thought I picked something that everyone would know. Most people don't know that word. So Quixote Jen, QUIXOTEJEN, 1 N, not 2. You can find me on Twitter. You can see me on our Discord. I'm on there talking all the time. It's a really, really awesome supportive group. I'm Jen Quixote there. And I'd love to see you. And thank you for coming out here. And like I said, keep the donations rolling. You can use those links anytime. I'm so proud of this community for all that we've been able to do. I think we're like at 2,300 for Black Lives Matter and the Trevor Project. We are way, 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 way. Oh, there's one more giveaway I've heard too. So there's one more giveaway going on. So how about let's go around and say let's do a coda for your characters. What happens to your characters after this adventure while they're doing the giveaway?
Well, I think we all know what happened to Oz.
I was trying to think of something more interesting than just we get married. Why is
that not interesting?
Because it's not surprising.
You get married and you go on adventures. You
get married and adopt more birds, and that's what happens. And we kick someone out of their house, take over their house, because Oswald just comes in and punches some people, takes over the house, adopts birds, and we get married.
There you go.
But you know what? Going on adventures afterward is interesting because it's kind of like not expected. People are like, oh, you get married and you settle down. But you get married and you go on adventures.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A Chili's just becomes part of your heist crew.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
For Theo, I actually already have a lot of his story, but he goes to open a magic shop with his blind boyfriend who also does magic.
Nice.
Amazing.
Who else?
Okay.
Sophia do?
So Sophia, of course, hosts Oswald and Achilles' wedding in their house, and makes a great marinara sauce for the pasta, and then has a key lime pie cheesecake for their wedding dessert.
Nice. Love it. All right.
Holly sort of splits her time between spending time hanging out with her girlfriend, who is the captain of a starship, and going on various queer heists and adventures.
Yay.
Oh,
amazing.
I love it.
Jed?
Jed would very kindly request that Theon port him back to the West TM, where he would return to the ranch he shares with his partner Simon, until the day when inevitably he would be called back to complete their heist in search for the error that we did not get to find tonight, but that we will surely find some other night.
Surely.
Yes. And here's like a little bit of a multiversal coda. Chalcedon is out of politics. But what that means is that Pensator continues to rule until the end of the term. And Pensator is much worse. You are sent out for that arrow as soon as you possibly can, because there is the risk that Pensator will do something with it. However, it turns out that a new challenger for Chalcedon's position arises and wins. And that is his daughter, Bess, and her girlfriend, George, as her support. George, who was your inside track to the Chalcedon campaign. And pretty soon, multiversal premiere, femme and queer as fuck Bess is able to help the gay cabal make the multiverse a more just and equitable place for LGBTQIA folk.
Amazing!
I love it.
Amazing.
I have zero idea if we did our drawing? Did we do our drawing? Yes, no, maybe? We'll find
I think we did.
out. Yes, we did. Okay.
Congratulations!
All the donors. Oh, yay, non-binary.
Your name, yes!
Your name and you're awesome. Thank you to all
Yeah.
our donors. Thank you to all our chat. There will be other fundraisers where lightsaber dances can happen other days. That is still on the table. So is the D&D parody of Thank You for Being a Friend. I will 100%, 1,000,000,000% sing that and remember the lyrics when we get to the right number. So tune in on Tuesday to find out what that number is going to be if you want that parody. Join us soon, and thank you so much. Love you so much. You're wonderful. And bye-bye, friends. Yay! Bye. Figuring Ray will tell us when we're off. La 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 la.